What it do, baby? What it do, baby?
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we ride on them things like every day.
Georgia, Georgia.
It's good!
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
City boy! City boy!
Stop the cap.
Boom shakalaka!
Bitch, I'm from Baltimore, you say you was, I never see you. What part you on? I got some family on the Alameda.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Bang! Bang! It's good! Hadouken!
Sonic boom. Acknowledge me.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Bitch said how about fuck me? Hold up. Nah, fuck that bitch. Perfect. Get over here.
Then get out. Then ask her, I don't care. Ask her. Because you were being rude.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Sonic boom.
Fatality.
Stop it. Get some help.
City boy! City boy!
Bow to the masters.
Haters wanna hate, lovers wanna love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Piss on you, I'll piss on you, I'll pee on you.
Bang!
morning, governors. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so. Acknowledge me.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man. You understand?
Abdul, get the rock.
Bang! Bang! It's good! Get over here!
Goddamn right.
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoe program, nigga. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
The streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Turbulence, people. Sonic boom.
The streets. I'm a bitch from the streets.
City boy, city boy.
Boom shakalaka!
City boy, city boy.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Who is it you think you see? No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No, I am the one who knocks.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
There we go. There we go. Should be able to hear me now. Hi, Theo. I saw your new video in your other house, boo. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, Derek. Salute to the squad. Let me see those, excuse me. Let me see those salute emojis. Let me see salute in the chat to make sure you guys can hear me. I see y'all. Chelsea's live line. Derek Gaines, Jay Williams, I see y'all. DeMarco, I see you. What's good? Let me see those salute in the chat to make sure you guys can hear me. While you guys are doing that, I'll go find some music for you, boy. Hope you guys can hear me and hear me well, damn it. Hear me well, damn it. I don't know. Salute to the squad. Let me get some music going. I might have to turn it down. Forgive me. I think it's actually already pretty low. Let me see those salute emojis. Make sure you guys, okay, cool, I see you. Project Leroy, I see you. It's trash day, baby. It's trash day. Salute to the squad. Good morning, y'all. My bad, First Man Jenkins. I hope I didn't get you in trouble at work from laughing, bro. Salute to the squad. Happy birthday, Chelsea. I saw some happy birthdays. Happy birthdays to our girl, Chelsea.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Salute to the squad. Is that the homie RTB Fit? I think I see you over there. My OG, Mr. Coop, salute, bro.
In general, I salute you.
Jay Nelson, what's good, man? Hope the baby cooking up good. Hope everyone is doing well. Kevin says, what's good, Theo? Peace and blessings. Peace to you, Kev. Salute to the homie Corey Joe. Corey Joe sent the super chat earlier. Let me grab that. Corey representing ATL. Always good to have you. Corey Joe says, Coop, what's the update on your, is that a dog or a cat? Looking like one of both. My cat, the homie L Burner. He around here somewhere. Lazy Bone, he doing better, man. He's doing better. He, for a long time, he wasn't eating or anything. And I think Mona D asked me about him yesterday. And I said, yeah, this past week, he's been eating more and been a lot active, man. So he's kind of he got one hand out the grave. He's coming back on us, baby. But yeah, appreciate you asking, man. He's doing much better, much better. So let's get it going. You guys can, in fact, hear me. Let's see. Big 26.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Right, let's get it started. Let's get it started. First of all, we got to do this. For Chelsea's live line, make sure we show Chelsea some love. We know the birth. Where's the birthday drop at?
And happy birthday to him. I don't care. Good luck.
Salute to Chelsea turning 26 years old today, the big 26. Make sure you guys show Chelsea some love in the chat. Happy birthday, Chelsea. Baby, you already know Theo, baby cooking up. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Scott Free says, salute, Theo. What's going on, man? I'm good to go. Scott, I hope everything is doing well with you early on a Wednesday. I know what day of the week it is, and I don't deserve a pat on the back for that. That's a grown man. Make sure you guys show Chelsea some love in the chat. Clarence Carr, How's New York treating you, man? I hope everyone is doing well. So let me see those locations in the chat. Let me see those locations in the chat. Your boy Theo is broadcasting live from Detroit, Michigan. Let's go. Kendrick COVID. DoBetterSquad. What's good, y'all? Let's get it. That Godzilla roar is ridiculous. Salute to the homie 1 MMG Sniper. Salute, bro. Came through the super chat early. What MMG say? Morning squad, blunts in the air. Facts, bro. Facts. Where's my drop at?
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Smoke him if you got him. Derek says to be 26 again. Yo.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I know, right? I'm about to turn 40. The big 4-0. Like 2 months. I'm so nervous. Ain't nothing you can do about it though, right? Salute to the squad. Let me see those locations. We good to go. I'm just reading the chat. Salute to you, Coop. I was watching the stream the other day when we were talking. I think the other day I was talking about like I was getting grays in my beard, and Coop was like, "I got gray hair. I got gray hairs older than you, bro."
Bang! Bang! It's good.
That's funny, man. That's what. Salute to you, Coop. Let's see what we got. We got Detroit in the building. We got Sacktown in the building. Charleston, South Carolina in the building. LDBC. Where you at, bro? Okay, you're PA. We got a lot of people in PA. We got California in the building. You already know I got to show Cali some love. We got a lot of people from PA too, man. And not just like in Philly. Man. Like all over the state. Where's my Cali drop at? California, yeah. Salute to the squad, man. Appreciate y'all kicking with your boy. Who else we got here? San Diego in the building. Was it Brano? Representing Greenville. Duluth, Minnesota, the homie Squeezy Kid. What's good, bro? Janessa Coleman. 40 is the new 25. Salute to you, man. I have great hair older than 26. I love that, man. I love that. Salute to Memphis. We got South Carolina in the building. Who else we got? Oh, salute to Selena Mason. We got Pomona, California, man. It's good to have y'all. The land of the, let me see. I got something for Baltimore. The homie DeMarco. Smoking Talk. Selena Mason. Always holding your boy down.
Bitch, I'm from Baltimore, you say you was, I never see you. What part you on? I got some family on the Alameda.
I appreciate all you guys kicking it with me. Let's see. What's going on, Derek? My daughter called me old yesterday because I'm over half a century. Salute to you. Salute to Derek and Derek's daughter. Derek told me he listened to my podcast so much his daughter runs around screaming, bang, bang is good, bro. I think about that all the time. What's going on, Washington Gamer? Theo Cooper, as someone who turned 40 last year, here's some advice. Start taking what's that? Glucosamine for your joints now. Okay, Watch Game, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. No doubt, man. Definitely need to be taking some tests. I tried to talk to my dad about it, but my pops like, when my pops was 40, we had very different levels of success. My father's success was through the roof. He was like, shit, 40, man, you good, bro. So I'm like, ain't no point in talking to him about it. He's still my OG, though. Salute to everybody. We got KC. KC in the building? Okay. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. Theo, my Bengals played KC on the 31st. Thanks for the schedule update. Thanks for the schedule update. Derek, man, go Bengals. I always thought this, Derek. I've never really been much on football. I was huge basketball fans. Wasn't really big on football like that because my dad didn't watch. And then also I'm from Detroit with the shitty-ass Lions. And I learned at an early age not to get them fools your heart. And even though millions of Detroiters still do the retarded, the dumb stuff. So, yeah, man. There you go. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. I see you. Lower the salt and sugar. Let's see. So there we go. And make sure you guys know that Chelsea's birthday is today, apparently. So, I think I saw, let me know in the chat, Chelsea. I'm pretty sure I saw a notification that you're going to be going, you have a birthday celebration tonight. So make sure you guys come through tonight and show Chelsea some love. I will be there. So great to have everybody. Salute to Brain, excuse me, man. Is it Braino 2 times? He says that Corey Don Lemon video had me rolling. They fired the fruit boot. Yo. Yeah, man. And it's crazy, man. I knew about Corey Holcomb as a comedian. I knew about him. I know that he had a channel. I didn't realize how much people really enjoyed his content. I only made my first Corey Holcomb video a month ago, and that video got close to like almost 200,000 views. And then I dropped the video, Don Lemon one as well, but I dropped another Corey video just a few days ago, less than a week, and that's my highest view video and ever that I've ever made. And I just did my first video to get over 200,000 views. I have a goal, like a personal content creator goal, is I want to make a video that gets 1 million views because I've never done it. My highest video was 100,000, now it's 200,000. So we're gonna keep going at it. What's that? D Hall says, what's good, Theo? Salute to you, bro.
In general, I salute you.
Great having everybody. And birthdays, okay, cool. Look at the screen, guys. Birthday stream for Chelsea is going to be this evening at 8 p.m. It's her birthday, so bring your goddamn wallets, man. Bring your wallets. We're going to be throwing money at the screen. So appreciate having all you guys. And I don't think I have any housekeeping today. I'm just rocking with it. I love the YouTube streets. Thinking about doing my own content.
Bang! It's good!
Salute to you, man. I've been, Jay Nelson, I think you've been around for a while, man. I don't know, exactly how long. I used to spend so much time telling people to start their channels. It got to the point where I'm just kind of like, yo, I don't convince grown-ass adults to do anything. That's my ultimate point, Jay Nelson. And that's directed towards like everybody. I've been telling people, start their channels. Especially when the people who seen my channel grow in such a short amount of time. That's not me bragging, just saying, what it is. Most people don't get the amount of subscribers that I've gotten so early. But hey, man, definitely I want everybody to make a channel, but I can't force nobody. So let's see. Let's get to it, man. Corey's honest, and I love the truth. Facts, man. And I love it. I love because people like Corey Holcomb, we remember Corey from his stand-up movies. Yeah, I remember Corey Holcomb, man. And here's the thing, Project Leroy. Corey had his moment it had to be over 10 years ago, Project Leroy. I know you know what I'm talking about. When he was on that Shaq special, I think they were in Dallas. I can't remember what year. Yo, you wait to a milli, bro. That's insane. Dude, comments like that always blow my mind, man. Yeah, Project Leroy, I know you guys remember this. Corey Holcomb, he was in Dallas on the Shaq special. I remember like the backdrop was purple. I want to say that was like 2011, maybe 2012. Somebody correct me in the chat. And they were, I got to grab your super chat as well, Selena. And he had the Lamar Odom joke. He was the closer. he killed. Corey Holcomb absolutely killed. So, and that was his moment, because I think stand-up, you have your moments, man. And that was his moment. And to me, he just never really got to that place. Like, people who know stand-up know who Corey is, but like the average Joe really doesn't. And, oh yeah, no doubt, TP. And yeah, man, but I love him as a comedian. I just didn't realize how much people like his content. And I think it's also because he's unfiltered. Oh, appreciate you, Chelsea. Let's see. I want to make sure I think I missed one from Selena Mason. But yeah, we're going to get right to the content, guys. Selena Mason says, greetings, Theo, Do Better Squad. Yo.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Salute to Selena Mason, her lucky husband, Brian, and the homeboy, Mr. Severe. Make sure you guys check them out, Smoke and Talk. I believe it's Wednesday. I believe they go live noon today. Correct me, guys. I try to remember way too much stuff. Way too much stuff. Especially when I have a brain that's fueled by marijuana smoke. You have to roast. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I thought he would get better. Better. He always has the talent. I put it to you like this. I think I told you guys, my neighbor just told me the other day, like he was watching my podcast and he was talking about this dude and he was talking about Corey Holcomb. He was like, I'd never heard of him. My neighbor's in his 50s. And he was like, dude, man, that dude's great. Man, that dude's great. He's funny. He was like, he's hardcore though, but he was surprised. And he was asking me how come he had never heard of him, and I just got explained to him. So yeah, man, let's see. What do you guys think? Hollywood is, let's see. Hollywood, is that Jay Gray says Hollywood is afraid of Corey? I think so as well. I think so, Jay, but I'm going to do, man, I got to keep it a buck. I call it how I see it. I also think Corey and the way he conducts himself probably prevented himself from being a lot bigger. But then that's also the sacrifices you make as a man, you know? So I know I heard Corey say that I don't necessarily need to be like on Chappelle's, you know, level and whatnot. You definitely don't have to. So let's get into it. Smoke and Talk live at noon today. Okay, cool. So we got Smoke and Talk. Appreciate you, Project Leroy. We got Smoke and Talk at noon today. And then Chelsea is this evening. I believe I had it up on the screen. I think it was 8 p.m. My memory is bad. It was just on the screen. Corey Holcomb has a sniper shot, says Project Leroy. Man, people, and it's funny, man, because you go back to the comments on that video and people are just talking about Corey isn't talented because he was roasting Steve Harvey and he has nowhere near. I'm like, dude, Steve Harvey couldn't hold. It's not, and that dude named Dave talked about this, how the deflection when the topic is brought up between those two is also always Steve has more money. Man, that's not an end all of a conversation. Oh, you got more money, man. No, that's kind of a scapegoat. Salute to one MMG Sniper. He said 61 people watching, 31 likes. Hit the like button. Yo, hit the like button, bro. Hit the like button. I need to have a constant loop of this playing in the background. If you don't have the like button, nigga, you gay. I'm gonna have that shit just playing in the background. If you don't hit the like button, nigga, you gay. It's gonna get somebody to do something. So let's get to it, guys. I appreciate having all you guys here. Corey would rather be himself than be part of the Hollywood Shuffle. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I do agree with that though, man. But I also think I agree with that, but I think two things can be right at the same time. 100%, he's not gonna fall in line to do a bunch of fuck shit. But I also think he seems like, and I could be wrong, I don't know what's the best way to put it. Doesn't work well. No, here's the best way I can put it with Corey Holcomb. He seems like he rarely has nice things to say about most people. And that's usually an indication of somebody with some issues. Still like rocking with him, but again, I think I'm a little different in that aspect, as I can look at things from multiple angles. It just doesn't have to be one color. But appreciate all you guys. When is the Color Purple saga going to end? I know, bro. I know, man. I know. I was out of this whole Jason Black situation. Make sure you guys hit the like button, the whole Just Pearly things. But then, what's going on, Gloria? What's going on, Gloria? Happy to have you. Happy to have you, Gloria. I was complaining about me turning 40 in a couple months, but everybody talked me off the ledge, though. Salute to Mr. Poombastic representing Baltimore. He says, greeting Theo, a little late. Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. A little late to the party. I just saw Corey in the show. All 6 shows were sold out. And that's the thing.
Bang! It's good!
And I never saw Corey live. That's the one guy. I saw Dave Chappelle live a few years ago. If you guys remember Dave Chappelle, he talked about it. It's been some years now, though, but he bombed here in Detroit real bad because he talked about it in the special. That was here in Detroit. I was there at his show after the very next show because he was talking about it like, yo, I bombed bad yesterday. Y'all gonna hear about shit. And of course, you know, it would live on in infamy. But yeah, absolutely, man. I would love to see Corey. I am going to see Corey live. I've never seen him live, but definitely want to see him. So let's get to it, guys. I appreciate it, everybody. Yeah, Corey can't be trolling. He don't care what anyone thinks. He got way more talent. Way more talent, man. Way more talent. Way more talent. But so many people, and that's when you know that they don't have an argument when it goes back to, oh man, but Steve Harvey has more money. That don't mean he better on the mic with the shit. But let's get to it, man. So if you guys are unfamiliar with this whole Just Pearly saga, I left it alone because I'm just like, I really don't care that much, man. She kind of showed who she was, and then, you know, people feel one way or the other. Either they would defend her. I don't, it's not even just her. I said this in Michonne's chat last night. I have a policy where I won't defend other people, like personally, if I know they won't defend me. So that's why it always made me look at people funny that, you know, we're just going out their way to try to defend her. And that's just not her personally. That's anybody. But that's just me. So recently some video came out. I know you guys probably seen some of it. I watched a little bit of it. I don't really care, but it's in his YouTube street, so we're going to talk about it. You know, everybody was going on Just Pearly. She interviewed that Nick Fuentes, the white supremacist. Everybody was going in on her head, as should be, and she was keeping quiet, not trying to say anything about it. So eventually she came out and released her diss track, but you know, I don't really know what was really going on there, but I know one thing specific was that her guy, Blessing, who looking funny in the light. I know that's Aunt Jenny's guy, and I rock with Aunt Jenny, but he made a joke about MTR only having one nut. I forgot about his cancer situation. I legitimately forgot about that, and I thought that was distasteful to say the least. It's bullshit. You say certain things, and I'm like, I'm instantly cutting you off. So Blessing is cut the fuck off here after you say this shit. But I don't even particularly care about MTR. Salute to the dude. He killing it, but it is what it is, man. But Jason Black got wind of it, and then there's going to be, I'm sure you guys already heard of it, it's going to be some intriguing information that's said towards the end of the call. Jason Black, 3-hour live stream. I got it condensed to about an hour and a half. Okay, I got you. 1 sec. I had to condense that to about an hour and a half, but, you know, I'm not defending her, but she should never be allowed in our business anyway. Facts, bro. Facts. It's just some content creators that, I don't know, man. I just seen them go out their way to defend her, and I'm like, what is going on here? I missed one from Janessa, you said. I apologize. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. You ain't slick, Chelsea. Salute you. That's a good catch. Fort Lauderdale Airport this morning, flying to Cairo. TP, you flying to Cairo? Bang! It's good! Oh, man, you be safe, bro. You going back to the continent, man. Be safe, man. I hope your Arabic is up to par. Let's see. Be safe out there, TP. Let me grab this one here from Janessa. My apologies. Janessa says, happy birthday to my beautiful sister, Chelsea. Bang! It's good! Happy birthday, Chelsea. To be 26 again. That should be the name of the show, Derek Gaines. To be 26 again. What's going on, Miss McCray? I see you. To be 26 again. Happy birthday, Chelsea. And then I think I had one more, and we'll get right to it. And you guys let me know. What's your comments. What's going on, Arissa? I see you down there. Let's see here. Mocha Loke, I see you. Let's see. Drew Titan going. I get all notifications, man. It just makes me laugh. Let's see. I just turned 41 in June. When I turned 40, I'm like, man, I'm on top of the hill. But I was told 40 is to do 20, so I'll take it. Facts, Chelsea. Excuse me, Gloria, facts. But there's the other thing about getting older. There's not really much you can do about it. It should be the goal, right? What's going on, Dale Day? Let's see. Cancer is no joke. It matters. 0 tolerance. Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's just tasteful. And I found myself because I don't want to be a hypocrite. I found myself the other day in the middle of like joking about it, and I wasn't joking. This chick was just an asshole. That's the one that was on Kindred. I felt bad about even catching myself even saying the joke because the joke was horrific. But I caught myself in saying that like just cancer jokes are not even cool. So yeah, absolutely. I want to make sure. Let's see. What TP says, fluent Arabic. Yo, see, I told y'all, man, I've never met Team Peterson, but I remember some of the things he said. Team Peterson is like James Bond in this bitch. I don't want no beef with anybody, bro. I don't want no beef. I know T. Orlando Pearson. No, T. Orlando's a big dude. I don't want no problem with T. Orlando. I don't think TP is a big dude. I fear TP, bro. I don't want no smoke, man. I don't want no smoke. TP is like James Bond in this bitch. Let's see. Make sure I did. I don't think I missed any more. Okay, cool. I'm going to make sure I got everybody's super chat. If I did, let me know. But I think I got everybody's. Okay, cool, man. So let's get to it. What Wash Gamer said, you have to see Corey stand up. Yo ain't working. Yeah, I've seen a few of his, man. I've seen a few. I haven't seen any recent ones, but he's dope. Salute to you, Bella Rings. I see you down there in the chat. All right, let's get to it, man. Corey definitely talented, man. I think that, and of course, I don't know anything. It's just my opinion. I think that he's possibly studied his own growth multiple times because he should be a household name at this point, man. But you know, I know he's far from broke, you know, so that's why I was laughing at Kendra talked to him at one time, and she got her feelings and said she had more money than Corey Holcomb. I'm like, man.
Stop the cap.
Okay, so let's get to it, guys.
This was posted. So this was.
All right, it's a 3-hour interview that I chopped in half and try to get everything, try to get the, you know, the good parts of it. So let's get to it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. All right, there we go.
Well, I warned you that you can't tongue kiss a rattlesnake. And sure enough, I was proven right. So, Just Squirrely Things is back. And she has decided to release her long-awaited, quote-unquote, diss track on her haters. And I gotta tell you, I looked at the Billboard charts, and kid, it's a total flop. It didn't go well at all. You'd have been a whole lot better off saying nothing. But you couldn't help yourself. You had to say something because things are rough in your neighborhood right now. And
also, moderators, watch out in the chat. We should be good because I set the subscriber thing to 2 days. But basically, Just Pearly brings out the weirdos. Crackers. And yeah, they just be in their feelings because you can't talk about their milk of magnesia, their queen. So just watch out for the chat. I noticed that last time we streamed it.
Unfortunately for you, we're going to go ahead and replay some of your greatest hits for you here. Now, for those of you who hadn't seen it, and if you didn't see it, you didn't miss very much, let me tell you.
Turn my heat
But
down.
Just Squirrely Things went off and she made a new video.
I'll be right back.
A video called Unapologetic. My response to weaponized empathy. Woke culture. Free speech and selective outrage. And yeah, buddy, she goes ahead and decides, let's just go full alt-right here. Nick Fuentes is her good buddy. You're all woke, which we all know is the word for black. Not only can she say that, she's better than black. So, oh yeah, she's gone full-blown Fox News Republican. She's gone full-blown alt-right. So for everybody who was trying to defend her before now, yeah, you look like the ass we always knew you were.
You know what I did? I decided to apologize. I decided to apologize and see, would the people be happy?
I don't want to talk to this bitch, so I put her in the primary. She going to general.
And by the way, this sets the tone for Just Pearly Things. She spends this entire time acting like a dumb ditzy blonde.
Do I think she's a grifter? Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the first thing here is you can see she throws me into the mix at the very beginning. She's been absolutely terrified to say anything about me with good reason. We all saw how that went, but with good reason. But you notice she's playing stuff that, you know, that this was before she apologized. So, yeah, she's playing stuff from before she apologized. And as I told you all, if you want to know why I didn't accept the apology, she admits from the beginning why I never accepted it and never would.
You know what I did? I decided to apologize. I decided to apologize and see, would the people be happy?
You apologize to see if people would be happy. That's not the purpose of an apology. You don't give an apology because you think people will be happy with your apology. You give an apology because you are genuinely remorseful for what you've done. It is not contingent on other people accepting it. You give an apology because you had a genuine change of heart. So when somebody tells you, I gave an apology to see what you all would do, in other words, it wasn't an apology. That's what it means. Jason, where is all this coming from? What is going on here? Well, folks, in case you didn't know, she's been crashing and burning. And there have been a bunch of dunderheads and clowns out there who tried to say, oh, things are perfectly fine. Why? She's got more subscribers than she's had. She's got more subscribers. You didn't make a dent. You folks haven't made a dent in anything. Nothing's gone on over here. Why would she be worried about you? Hold on a minute. Oh, boy. On Social Blade, just going over the numbers here. Yeah, her monthly subscribers may not have fallen off, but check out that view count. March 2023, April 2023. You can clearly see what happened there. You can clearly see what happened there. That is the definition of losing altitude. If you go down there and take a look at the subscribers gained, same thing. If everything's all right over there, how the hell you explain this? Which was exactly what I told you was occurring. It is exactly what I said was happening. No, you ain't gonna be able to sit up here and troll and deny and gaslight your way out of mathematics. So if you want to know why it is that she said, oh hell, I just got to get out here and say something smart, dumb, or otherwise.
You know what I did? I decided to apologize.
If you want to know what lit a fire under her flat butt cheeks to get out here and say, I better go say something. That's because she's looking at the real numbers. Her fanboys and mama's boys and fangirls, they're still sitting over there smoking the crack. She has to live with these numbers. She's got to live with depreciation and value. She's got to live with a fall off in revenue. She got to live with the real thing. She doesn't get to sit there in the comment section and go rah, rah, rah. She's like, hey, we getting killed over here. So if everything was all right, she would have done what she said to trigonometry and everyone else. This is my last time. What happened to this is my last time addressing this? What happened to I'm not going to address this again? What happened to that? Because remember, I told you all, oh, she's going to have to address it again. She'll have no choice. What happened to I'm not going to address this again? What happened to that, everybody? Yeah, that died a quick death. Yeah, because they've let her know that, hey, your numbers are in free fall. Your reputation is in tatters. You're not on your way to Fox News. Now you're in a bad spot. Now I've got a bunch of things I want to talk about here. First of all, let me explain to you what's really wrong here. Why is she so angry? Why are we witnessing the Karen strikes back? Why is that? Strikes back and misses, so she strikes out. Y'all gotta understand, Pearly Things is mad as hell. See, it wasn't supposed to be like this. She was supposed to be the next big thing. She was supposed to be the next Tommy Lauren. She was having conversations behind the scenes with Candace Owens' people and folks at the Daily Wire, so Ben Shapiro's people. He doesn't own the Daily Wire, but he's mobbed up with them. See, that's what she was supposed to be. She was supposed to be that.
What's going on?
She was supposed to be getting in line to take that slot and be the next Megyn Kelly or whatever. That's where she was supposed to be going. And they were grooming her to get her into position to do that.
Salute to Deuce Cigarello. I like that name, bro. Deuce Cigarello. He says Carrie, Caroline, Karen, Pearly Things Bryant. That's her full name. That's funny, bro. I think Pearl did a bit to be kind of a Karen. And something else as well as Jason said it, and other people are saying it in the chat. Subscriber count, as someone who's only been on YouTube closing in on a year, I've noticed that subscribers doesn't tell the whole story is my ultimate point. You can have a bunch of subscribers and not have that many views. So that definitely does play a factor. I don't know if it was the YouTube model was different prior to me coming into this space, but yeah, absolutely. Appreciate the super chat. Let's get back to it.
But see, all that got derailed. And now she's just a pariah. Holding on to a fan base of brain dead sycophants. Look it up. Brain dead groupies who are desperately hoping that she'll one day flick some crumbs off the table for them, and who don't realize that the party is already over. You're hoping she can come help you. She can't help herself right now. The party's already over. You're kissing ass on somebody who can't do nothing for you anymore. And all your morons hoping and wishing for her to just be okay. Come on, white mommy. We need you to make it. We need you to recover from that mean old Jason Black and what he did. We never liked him anyways, white mommy. Please pull through. Please pull through. Please come back. Yeah, we can see you clowns for what you are. And I'm here to tell you it's not gonna be all right. It's all over. Now, that doesn't mean she's gonna disappear from the internet. That's not what that means. But what it means is that her opportunity to be a major figure, her opportunity to get on, her opportunity to make big things happen, her opportunity to get mobbed up, oh, that's dead. What she came into this for, that's gone. So at this point right now, YouTube is irrelevant. She was supposed to be on her way to Fox News. That's where she thought she was going. So you got to understand what she's angry about. And boy, let me tell you, she is mad as hell. Mad as hell.
Make sure you hit the like button, guys.
This video was a shameful parade on her part. She should have just left it alone. She wasn't smart enough to do that. What I want to do for you here, I want to play one thing, and then I want to get really to the heart. Well, not the heart of the matter. I want to deal with what was really going on here, though. I want to play for you what she says here at first. She's really upset. She's really upset because you all were not smart enough to just let her do what she's going to do.
Can we make sure that we please hit the like button? Moderators, let me know how we're looking on likes. 10 plus sounds. I see you, Professor X. I see you, Max. Mac. I see you. Let's get it. Hit the like button for you.
Weren't smart enough to see that white mommy knows best. So what did she have to say?
Me to slip up and say something that they can construe as stuff on me for months. For months. They have been saying, oh, you shouldn't listen to this girl. This is your new leader. She's this. Yeah, they would just make up all this stuff. So they have just been waiting for me to slip up.
Okay, let's get something clear now. When you've been saying racist things for years, that's not waiting for you to slip up. You don't slip up over the course of 2 or 3 years. That's not a slip up. That's a way of life. They were waiting for me to slip up. You've been doing it for years.
They grabbed the super chat here. Man, the garbage truck outside. I'm kidding. I took my trash out. Let's see. Salute to the homie Darius Rivers in ATL. What Darius say? Darius says... Big shout out. I know there's about to be some nonsense in my phone. Make sure I didn't get a cash yet. And I think I just did. Okay. Darius says, Pearl looks like the naked white girl that Jason always delete first in the movie. Yeah. That's funny, bro. That's funny. I'm grabbing this cash app here. We get right back to it. Somebody just sent me a cash app. I want to make sure I acknowledge them. That's funny, bro. I'm going to read it again. Darius says, Pearl look like the naked white girl that Jason always delete first in the movies. That's great, man. Let's see. I'm keeping Yo. Bang! Bang! It's good! I just got a cash app. Not only did I get a cash app, I got a cash app from Aunt Jenny. And Aunt Jenny says, from keeping out of it. Bang! Bang! It's good! Aunt Jenny, a real one. Salute to Aunt Jenny. And I'm going to go, I know she's not in the chat right now. I'm going to go find your link and drop it myself, Aunt Jenny. Aunt Jenny, that's so dope. Salute to the squad, man. Let's get back to it. I want to super chat. I don't want to say. Bang! Bang! It's good! Oh, I love Aunt Jenny. Make sure you guys check her out. I'm going to drop your link here in a second, Aunt Jenny. Let's get back to it.
That wasn't a slip. Now, you got to understand, to the brain dead zombies in the comment section, that's right, white mommy, you just did that one time. Who cares how many times you was laughing? So, once again, that's what she's doing. But I'm doing this for a reason, because I want you to understand something here.
And say something that they can construe as, because I'm a woman, you can't pull me as sexist. So, you know, personally, I follow things that interest me. I always just do what I'm interested in. And I heard about this guy named Nick Fuentes, who is a far-right extremist. He has been banned on everything, even his bank account. I invited him on. He offered to fly himself here. Now, during this interview, we touched on the topic of slavery. And what these reactors did is they were trying to make me look racist by pulling clips I said out of context. Now,
no, did you all get that? They're trying to make me look racist. In the words of Stephen Colbert, so you're saying we took you out of context by replaying your words? They took me out of context. All we did was replay your words. We didn't add anything to it. We didn't remove anything from it. We played your words. You're the one who took the original video down. You were so proud of your words that you took the original video down. Even you knew it was indefensible. So if your words were being taken out of context, why did you take the original video down yourself? If it weren't for the fact that you knew that I had downloaded it and it was copied out here and that you couldn't hide it, then you wouldn't have done anything.
Hit the like button, y'all.
You would have left the video up if you thought nobody else had a copy of it. If nobody was watching, nobody was paying attention. You took it down because you couldn't stand by your own words. So no, we're not taking you out of context by repeating you. We're not taking you out of context by replaying it. And by the way, Pearly, if this is the best that Candace Owens' spin doctors can do for you, you may want to go hire some new spin doctors because you're already sunk, kid.
Good point.
You're already sunk. You're already done for. Now, she makes this video, and oddly enough, she makes this video and then she goes spinning off into basically a rant about Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit. It's just real weird.
Let me speak on this real quick. Woke Will says she has to pay 40 super chats and sure Mike for all black content. Bro, that's funny. That dude named Dave, I see you, bro. Salute. Let me make a point here about this. I thought this part that Jason's talking about is weird because I saw, well, now after watching this part by Jason, but I watched a couple videos about a homie O'Shea, and now it makes a little bit more sense. She's going to interject herself into what's going on Black Trunks podcast. She's going to interject herself into some old Fresh and Fit Abba and Preach beef. I was watching this like, why are you even talking about this? But then as I watched O'Shea's video, I don't remember if JB touched on it, but O'Shea definitely did. And O'Shea's like, because she's trying to get buddied up back with Fresh and Fit because Fresh and Fit numbers are going through the roof. So I just thought that was interesting. Let's get back to it.
It was real weird. But here's something I wanted you all to listen to here first, because I think this is really important.
Make sure you guys subscribe to that dude named Dave.
Listen to this.
We touched on the topic of slavery. And what these reactors did is they were trying to make me look racist by pulling clips I said out of context. Now, I mentioned in this interview that all of these thoughts were from Thomas Sowell.
I read Sowell, so he talks about, oh God, this is going to get me in trouble, how slavery was a global institution and the word slave actually came from Slavic, which is white.
Wherever a separate people.
Did you all notice something there? Do you notice the difference in the way that Pearl talks? Now, when she's hosting her program and speaking to white supremacists and everything, remember, she got upset. She actually plays it. She actually was playing it in this video, I think. When I said, she acts goofy. She acts like she's ditzy. She acts like a bimbo. She acts dumb. She talks dumb. Oh, well, really? Like her nose is all stopped up. Oh, well, she does a lot of laughing. You notice in this video, she didn't do a bunch of laughing. She wasn't talking all slow and she wasn't speaking all ditzy. Listen to her now and then listen to her talking to Nick Fuentes. You can see a radical difference in the way she speaks.
And I remember saying that when we reacted to we did the live stream of her Nick Fuentes interview. I remember specifically saying that during the live because she was acting so like unfamiliar. And that was the first time I recognized that about Pearl. She was acting all ditzy. And I was like, I even called it. I was like, why are you acting like that? It was like, it was to me, it was overt. It was somewhat obvious. Let me grab, I think we got a super chat here from the homie Eric. And then, but also I had to cash that right now from the homie, I think it's Team Peterson. Let me read this one off for you guys. TP says, $5 for getting the morning roast session started every day, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
To the homie Team Peterson. Love having TP in the chat. I fear him. He'll kill you with a spoon, bro, right when you go to the bathroom. Like, damn, bro, my bad. I just bumped into you. Salute to you, TP. And make sure you guys show TP some love, too. He's at the airport on his way to Egypt, man. Out there getting that Cairo money. Salute to you, bro. Bellarine said, I would love to see Jason's facial reactions me as well. What's going on, Mashawn? Make sure you guys subscribe to, we got two of my fellow content creators, a bunch of, all you guys are content creators, but we got Messy Mashawn in the building. We judge, Messy Mashawn judges over there, and we damn sure judge over here. Mine, which is a lot more cursing, and we motorboat over here. Has nothing to do with nothing. Let me get salute to the squad too. And the squad salute to the homie Ziggy. He said something the other day that I thought about was hilarious when we were restreaming. I know you guys were in there the other night, Project Leroy, Janesta, where we were streaming the other day, Kevin Samuels Memorial. And Ziggy made an observation about something that I hadn't noticed, because Ziggy be in and out. He's not a full-time squad member. Not yet. I'll reel him in. But Ziggy said, he was like, Theo, all the squadettes over here, he was like, all the squadettes over here are fine, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
And I hadn't considered that. Yes, the squadettes, we got some good-looking women over here, the squadettes. We ain't got no Ugg mugs. All Ugg mugs.
Access denied.
I'm just joking. Ignore my nonsense. Salute to the homie Eric Jordan. Oh, Eric Jordan dropping some bread on your boy. You already know I got to drop something for y'all. You know I got to drop for that.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
The homie Eric Jordan representing Pasadena, California. He says, shout out to Jason Black for exposing Pearl as a fool that she is. Jason Black always proves his point. Bro, Jason Black is winning out here.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
TP says, I'm editing my first video. Love to hear it, man. Absolutely, man. And someone else insinuated it a second ago. I believe it was Jay Gray. But yeah, YouTube's definitely, there's some channels that's definitely shadow banned. There's some channels that's definitely, you would think like, man, your channel should be so much bigger. Jason Black is one of them. Jason Black is one of them. Obsidian is another one. It's insane to me that Obsidian only has like 20-some thousand subscribers. And Jason is just, I think he might have been close to 80 now. Like, that's insane, man. And shoot, I give it to the homie Thon Lexi. I don't think Thon, that he's still, I think he's still at about 40. It's certain channels that are definitely, what's the term? Not blacklisted, but yeah, YouTube definitely hides it so they don't get as much push. Because there's no reason that Jason Black's not at 500,000 subscribers, man. Appreciate you, EJ. Let's get back to it. I think I got one more from the homie Woke Will, and then we get right back to it. I just thought that was a great observation by Ziggy. Like, there's no Ugg mugs over here. You're right, man. The squad, that's a bunch of fine ladies over here. Salute to Woke Will. What's going on, Dirty? I had to do it, though. Jokes aside, can we get this level of cancellation for real life black issues? Facts, bro. I had JB fans saying Pearl is as dangerous in gangs. It's hard to see.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I agree, man. I agree with you, man, because I said this about the Pearl thing when it first happened. I gave it my attention like the first couple of days, but then I was seeing content creators going in and going in and going in. Here's my thing about, especially from a content creation standpoint, I got annoyed seeing content creators who make content, even if your content isn't even in the just Pearly realm. But if you're going to be on the internet, because I swear it was content creators on the internet for 2-3 weeks, because I be in these YouTube streets, man, for 2-3 weeks going in on Pearl, like in chats and everything else. But I go to your channel, you don't have no videos up. If you want to spend 2-3 weeks dedicated to some shit that really doesn't affect you that much, why don't you be doing something important like getting better at your craft? Create some content about the shit. Don't just be sitting around bitching about it. Just my 2 cents. Appreciate you, Woke Cool. But absolutely, man. Absolutely. Make sure I didn't miss any more. Okay, we get right back to it.
All of these thoughts were from Thomas Sowell.
I read Sowell, so he talks about, oh God, this is going to get me in trouble, how slavery was a global institution and the word slave actually came from.
Take a look at her hair. Take a look at the way she talks. Take a look at how goofy she acts. That's how she normally behaves. And you all remember, I always said she's just pretending. This is just an act. Well, what do you know? Now that her ass is on the line, does she sound like her nose is stopped up? Does she sound goofy? Is she doing any laughing? Is she doing any of that anymore? When she gets angry, is she talking the way she was in front of Nick Fuentes, the cadence and the tone?
Everything, even his bank account. I invited him on. He offered to fly himself here. Now, during this interview, we touched on the topic of slavery. And what these reactors did is they were trying to make me look racist by pulling clips I said out of context. Now, I mentioned in this interview that all of these thoughts were from Thomas Sowell.
I read Sowell, so he talks about, oh God, this is going to get me in trouble, how slavery was a global institution, and the word slave actually came from Slavic, which is white.
Wherever a separate people were.
So yeah, she's taking this whole thing real damn seriously now, isn't she?
Let me grab the super chat here. Mashawn says, I'm definitely shadow banned. Dave said it as well. And that's the thing, man. I don't know if I am. I want to be like, I'm shadow banned too, but I don't know. It's weird. I still been having the growth though through the entire time on my channel. So I don't know. I'm leery about myself, but I definitely believe they shadow ban people. And I think that the notifications somehow are never accurate. Like the notifications, I think is one of the biggest problems more than anything. So many people saying across the board, like never get notifications. Salute to Messy Michonne. Messy Michonne says,
"Where's my money, bitch?"
She didn't say that. She says, good morning. Sorry for anyone I missed on the good mornings. Appreciate you all. Shout out to my guy TC listening and ready to judge. TC pushes me to keep going. Salute to you, sir. Mastermind gang.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Salute to you, Michonne. That definitely means a lot. That definitely means a lot. Great to have you in here, and don't let me get you in trouble because I'll be saying some nonsense. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys subscribe to Michonne as well. And look like we got one more here I need to grab, and then we'll get right back to it. Salute to the homie. Drew Titan is in the MF building.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Salute to the homie Drew Titan. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Drew Titan's. His main channel is a boxing channel. He's about to go live like right now, so I know he had to pop in real quick. I'll drop your link if you aren't able to. Make sure you guys subscribe to Drew Titan, both his channels. Boxing Talk in the morning and then Pep Talk at night, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10:30 Eastern Time PM, I believe. So appreciate you, Drew. Let's get back to it.
She's taking it serious as hell. She's gone from Becky to Karen. She's gone from Becky to Karen.
TP, stop.
Real damn fast. Because you see, you got to understand the real thing is coming out. When she's saying woke down here, she's saying, hey, I'm here to ride straw balls on you niggas. I'm here to tell you the real thing and to get you in line. The white woman has shown up to whip you all back in the line. That's what this is about. And I got to tell you, up until this point, you thought that Pearl couldn't get any lower. Up until this point, you thought that the lowest form of scum she could be, that you had already seen that with Nick Fuentes. But you got to understand that adversity doesn't alter character, it reveals it. And now that she's under adversity, she's just like, man, screw it. Let the real damn thing come out. Just let the real damn thing come out. So what she does now is she decides she wants to get even with anybody who has wronged her, as it were. And it was so damn weak. You should have done better than this, kid. So she very briefly calls out Rollo Tomasi and then very briefly stops.
Fresh and fit to look sexist and racist. And now they've come for me. They want me to look. And there was a guy named Rollo Tomasi, and Rollo Tomasi was a guy in the red pill space. And at one point, I really wanted him to mentor me. But he said, it's not personal, but I can't associate with your brand. And I didn't really understand what he meant at the time. But
she did understand it now that we've all proven that she's not nearly the ditzy bimbo that she pretends to be. Yeah, she did understand what the reason was. You were competition. Rollo Tomasi was not interested in your grift. He saw what your grift was, and he was like, I can control these Negroes over here, fresh and misfit. You're a different matter.
Let me grab the super chat here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the homie right here, Bronx Very Own Podcast. Make sure you guys check him out as well. One of my moderators can drop his link. Let me grab this one here. Salute to the homie, Mr. Poombastic, representing Baltimore. He says, the fact that she know what she was about to say was going to get her in trouble lets me know she tried to push limits with hopes no one would notice. And it's crazy, man. Absolutely. I'm thinking back at the interview when she catches herself right there in the moment. It's like, shut up. Shut up right there for your own sake. But I think that shows the age, man. Because was Pearl like 25, whatever? And a lot of us are older than that, man. And you tend to make those mistakes and you get younger. Hopefully you get wiser and make more. Maybe it wasn't a mistake. Let's see here. Appreciate you, Mr. Poombastic. That's a good point. Let's see. What's going on. Squeegee Kids. Salute to Squeegee. He says, currently at the doctor, get my blood drawn. If I can hit the like button, you can't too. That's facts, bro.
Bang! It's good.
Matter of fact, bro.
You're goddamn right.
I need to hit that one more. Facts, bro. Appreciate you, Squeegee Kid. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I haven't even looked. Moderators, let me know how are we looking on likes. And I'll grab this next one. Appreciate you, Squeegee. Let's see. Salute to the homie Darius. He says, Pearl mad that Theo gets more views than her. Yo!
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Dude, that's funny, bro. And that's funny. We were talking about that. Salute to Mashawn. We were talking about that in her chat last night. And Jason's going to go over that momentarily, looking at the numbers. And he was right, man. I was looking at, because Jason brought it up, then Mashawn was talking about it, and I had to go look for myself while I was in her chat. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Then look at her chat. I was like, dude, those views are atrocious. To have a million, over 1 million subscribers and your video getting 1,000 views, 2,000 views, like, what is going on here, man? What's going on? Salute to you, Dave. I seen that Corey Holcomb video took off, bro. Mine did too. I didn't do the numbers yours did, but it's my first video to ever get 200,000 views. So back to it. Appreciate you, Darius.
So Rolo
How we
said,
looking on watch,
I'll pass.
Okay, we good.
What I want to do next here is I want to show something else, because you got to understand, when you're dealing with a unscrupulous, villainous personality like just Pearly Things, it goes from bad to worse in an instant, because it has to, because it can't go any other way. It has to do that. This is a kid, a woman who didn't think that she was ever going to get called out on these things. She didn't think it was going to happen. She figured she'd be way down the road before any of this ever actually became an issue. That's what she thought. Then she woke up one day and realized, I'll be damned, there's an invoice sitting on the front desk.
Facts, Sean.
Courtesy of Jason Black. Now, here's what she said, and I'm going to tell you right now, she aims the majority of her vitriol and her hatred towards mediocre tutorials.
What's up, Sheila?
She was this video basically was a hit on him. She is incensed at him. She is furious with him in particular.
Yeah, I apologize a second. He's about to talk about MTR, and it just made me think, because I got Mashawn in here. Mashawn, and this is not me hating. Like it's just I'm a dude, so I can't really you can see it with some dudes. My main point is that I seen Mashawn be like MTR that dude, and I was like, really? MTR, really? It really surprised me. But then Project Leroy had dropped the chat, and Project Leroy had said, what did he say? Melanie King. This is all allegedly fair use, and I get some fair use in the chat. Speculation. You said Project Leroy dropped a good chat in Mashawn's live last night. He said Melanie King. What's the one chick, Melly? He said JPT was like, MTR that dude.
Bang! It's good.
And then I hear Mashawn talking about it. I'm like, MTR. I'm like, damn. He must be. Let's go.
He was the biggest name, and he was supposed to have her back. And instead, she sees it as betrayal because he didn't fall in line. So listen to what she said here. And this is where she really starts getting geared up on the racial stuff.
I have said this, and I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this. My platform is not a black platform. Why didn't you message Helen? You certainly could have reached out to them. You certainly could have asked me for their numbers, but you chose to go to the internet because you were offended for my employees.
I don't think that your platform would be as big as what it is today if it wasn't for the essential utilization of black people, black relationship topics, and black talent.
I don't know how many times I have said this, and I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this. My platform is not a black platform. How could I have a platform about black issues if I talk about relationships? My last shows, the two that come to my head, why can't we call a hoe a hoe? Trust me, there are hoes in every color.
Is that a fact now, Pearl? Is that a fact now? My platform's not a black platform. And, there's only a couple of shows I can think of out of the dozens you've done. There's only a couple I can think of. One is about, let a hoe be a hoe. And I mean, hey, there's hoes in every culture. That's very interesting, Pearl. That's very interesting. I'm glad you said that. Because when I take a look at your video page here, black people in America are only 13% of the population. In Britain, they're only about 5 or 6% of the population. And yet on your video page is basically built. We go from being 13% of the population or 6% in Britain to being 90% of what you show. We go to being 90%. By the way, I found that to be interesting. High value men, by the way, she's desperately trying to take Kevin Samuels' moniker and put it on white men. So that shows you what that means. What a shameless individual. Don't look now, Pearl, your white supremacy is showing. But for folks who are only 6 to 13% of the population, depending on what continent you're on, boy, you sure do spend a whole lot of time on our side of the street. We make up the overwhelming majority of what you do. Now, didn't she just say, let me back that up for just a moment here, just so we can make sure that we got that correct.
About black issues. If I talk about relationships, my last shows, the two that come to my head, why can't we call a hoe a hoe? Trust me, there are hoes in every color.
There she goes with that phony laugh again. That's interesting, Pearl. There's hoes in every color. And yet, can your wife a hoe? The face you put up on here is not white folk. The face you put up on there is not white folk. Can your wife a hoe? Okay, but the face she puts up on there is not white folk. There's hoes of every color. Did you bring on these women here to represent the hoes? Would you bring that girl on there? That one in particular. Was she there to represent the hoes? Couldn't help but notice that. Are modern women crappy wives? She thinks she's being slick, but she's not. She throws more white faces on there, but when you take a look over here, modern women don't care about beauty standards. Yeah, back to the old demographic. Going back a little bit further here, because I'm very glad that she mentioned that about hoes come in every color. Oh, what do you know? We can't call a hoe a hoe. Oh, take a look. The face is butt naked black women again.
What y'all think?
Couldn't help but notice that. Now I want to show you all something else. When you see the word wife, I want you to start noticing something. This is in the past 2 months now, as you can see. I want you to start noticing something. When Pearlie starts using the word wife, take a look at the image there. Finding your wife. So that's not a contentious thing. And it shows a white woman who's not a wife, by the way. White woman who's not a wife. Interesting. Oh, that was interesting. 10 ways to be the woman he wants. Another white woman.
Let me grab the super chat here. Oh, King Pookie on the screen. I forgot all about King Pookie. I forgot about salute to the king, man. Thanks to him, we got this drop.
Access denied.
Let me grab this one here. So what do you guys think about that? I got myself off the screen and I removed the chats as well because I wanted you guys to see the thumbnails. Do you guys think he has a valid point or is he reaching a bit? Let me know in the chat. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to grab this super chat we have here. Where's my chat thing so I can see it? There we go. Salute to Deuce Cigarello. He says, let me move the chat so I can see it a little bit better. MTR is a nut. MTR is a nut for not clowning Carolyn. KKK Bryant. A nut singular. Get it? I'm going there. Yo, come on, man.
It's good.
We just on her for that, dudes. You wrong for that, man. Let's get back to it, man. Appreciate the super chat. I'm gonna take myself off the screen again.
Got that right there. Makes a lot of sense. building your wife. Whoa. I'm starting to recognize a pattern. I see a pattern forming. When she talks about hoes.
Yeah, Michelle, that's the nickname we gave him over here. We say that shit like his mother gave it to him. King Pookie, that's his name.
When she talks about crappy wives, when she talks about that, folks, she's not stupid. She's not dumb. And now she wants to take high value and put the words high value next to white men. Don't you understand when you're dealing with a race warrior? Don't you understand when she sees herself as out here in the field doing the work? Don't you see that? She knows what she's doing. Now, even though that video didn't get the same number of views, that wasn't the point. She's putting the programming out there that when she talks about hoes, we know who she's talking about. When she's talking about wives in a positive, take a look at that. I'm talking about Stepford wife, Polly Purebred. To all her brain-dead, butt-kissing followers, though, this is all just accidental, right? This is just coincidental, right? We're twisting her words, right? We're taking it out of context.
I love how Jason talks, man. His butt kissers. I love the way he emphasizes his insults. And Jason doesn't really curse like that. He might say ass or like niggas, but he don't really curse like that. He don't be dropping F-bombs or anything like that.
Right. I'm taking her YouTube channel out of context by showing her YouTube channel. I'm taking it out of context. Okay. That makes sense, doesn't it? Well, you know, so much for not being a black platform. So much for that.
Salute to the homie T. Peterson. He says, MTR Alpha will me. I'll let you meet my family.
It's good.
Facts, bro. That's what it seems like. I think JB had a great point that I hadn't considered, man. Let's get back to it.
So much for that. But I gotta tell you, speaking truthfully here, and I'm gonna measure my words to a certain degree, because grown people can take up for themselves, or at least they should, but I'm simply going to give my thoughts and my perspective on the matter. She reserved the overwhelming majority of her vitriol, not for me, the guy who started all this. She didn't take her biggest shots at me. She took her worst shot at me, actually. Her worst one was at me. She wants none of the smoke. She don't want none of the barbecue. She said, leave that hickory over there.
I kind of like that, too.
But not so much for mediocre tutorials. And I warned you all what she was from the very beginning. I warned everyone what she was. And she took this video to let you know that she is absolutely hell hath no fury, like a white supremacist woman scorned. And she aimed her firepower at him without mercy.
She was holding her own just fine. So now let's get into MTR's reaction. So MTR, I want to give you guys a little background into my relationship with MTR. If you don't know, 500,000 subscribers, mediocre tutorials and reviews. And I met him when I was in Miami.
Okay, and I just thought I would leave this here for a moment. So they're in Miami. Do y'all see that smile on her face?
I actually spent
Do you see that smile on her face? Okay, you want to know why Rollo Tomasi don't want you around, baby? Because he sees how you respond in the presence of black men.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Oh yeah, I think it's known around these streets that Pearl Swirl. She's definitely down for the brown. Salute to the homie Darius. He says Pearl giving me Studio 54 party chick body vibe.
Access denied.
My bad. That's a good one, man. Back to it, guys.
Let me just say that one more time. Rollo Tomasi knows what kind of woman you are. He's seen how you respond in the presence of black men. Didn't even have to be a super alpha. It just had to be a heterosexual black male, and she was on it. Take a look at that face. Take a look at that face. I want you all to get the real on this.
A little background into my relationship with MTR. If you don't know, 500,000 subscribers, mediocre tutorials and reviews. And I met him when I was in Miami. And I actually spent
All right. Just wanted you to see she is cheesing it up.
He flew in for a one-on-one interview.
She is cheesing it up, boy. She is loving the syrup, ain't she?
Mediocre tutorials. And
she is loving it.
When I was in Miami. And I actually
them dudes don't like that. Them dudes don't like that. Y'all see, hey, mediocre playing the role, ain't he? He playing the role, ain't he? He over there standing there looking all serious. He know he got it. He already know he got it. Take a look at his face. Take a look at hers. Yeah, he knows where he stands. He knows where he stands. She's out there wearing the skimpiest thing she can put on. Yeah, he's like, I know.
Bonus,
you ain't got to tell me. I know. And she is all teeth. She is all teeth.
Pearl tall as fuck, too.
So what I'm saying is that you see this body language. All of y'all who know body language, what's the body language here tell you? He's wearing a t-shirt. Might be wearing some pants. I don't know. She's wearing a lot less than the t-shirt and pants. She's wearing a lot less. So, yeah. Okay. You think Nick Fuentes is happy to see this?
Salute to Woke Quill. Someone called her Gretchen Grunlin from Recess, and I can't unsee it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw somebody call her that in Messi's live last night. The Messi had to go Google it, and when she did, I was dead, bro. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to Woke Quill. Let me grab this other one here. Salute to... Let's see. I'm so disappointed. Aaron says Stacy. I don't know why I just read that. I read that like a parent's tone. So let's see. Let me grab this one from the homie Project Leroy. Always hold me down. One of my moderators. Homie Project Leroy says NCR got the look in his eye. Yo!
Bang! It's good!
You already know, bro. I should say, yeah, man, if I had a little bit more time, I'd zoom in on that. He already know, man. I'm about to fuck this bitch. Salute to you, Project Leroy. Let's see. He sounds like the one with Jungle Fever. JP sounds like the one with Jungle Fever. Oh, man. That was a good one first, man. Let's see. Yo, Project Leroy, stop. Stop, bro. Stop, man. Stop. I gotta do the drop, bro. I gotta do it. Project Leroy, stop, bro. I'm gonna time you out. Let me grab this other one here. Salute to the homie to Real Key. Salute, bro.
General, I salute you.
Salute, man. I'm not sure whose channel I found yours through. I don't know if it was through Michonne, but I can't remember, man. I be in these YouTube streets, bro. But if one of my moderators could definitely drop the link to Real Key's channel right now, he makes good content, man. Make sure you guys check him out. He's growing his channel. If one of my mods can do that, I highly appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat, man. I got something for you here. You dropped this, good sir.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Let's get back to it, man. Appreciate the super chat.
Do any of you think Nick Fuentes was happy to see this? He's like, hey, I thought you was on our side. I thought you was on our team.
Tall,
didn't know you was like this.
I actually spent a good...
There you go. I'm talking about teeth. I'm talking about cheesing. I'm talking about Colgate commercial.
I love Jason.
There it is,
bro.
So, yeah. So she's mad as hell at Mediocre Tutorials.
What's good, bro?
She's mad at him because she was looking to get claimed publicly. She was looking to get claimed. And it didn't go the way she thought it was going to go.
Mediocre tutorials and reviews. And I met him when I was in Miami. And I actually spent a good amount of time with him. He flew in for a one-on-one interview. And he actually spent a day with me and my sister. Like, honestly, I felt like I actually opened up to him.
Really?
And I actually spent a good amount of time with him. He flew in for a one-on-one interview. And he actually spent a day with me and my sister. Like, honestly.
Mediocre, what the hell was you doing, bro? What was you doing? What is this?
Legs need
What's the
some
basis?
sun, bro.
What's the purpose?
Like
what are we doing?
Look like raw chicken. Need some
What the
sun,
hell, bro? I'm trying to help you out now. What in the hell was all this about?
You stupid, Project Leroy.
Bobbing for apples in the sand? What we doing? All right. He done met the whole damn family. He done sat up here and met the whole damn family, y'all. Now, understand something. She's complaining, talking about, YouTubers try to keep their families private. Okay, but you posting your family on YouTube. You're posting them on YouTube. But she's unhappy because y'all got to understand that smile. I meant what I said. She's like, oh, I opened up to him. I let him meet the family. She was like, oh, this is going to be the one.
Oh, she tall as hell.
This is it. Oh, I found one right here.
For tutorials and reviews. And I met him when I was in Miami, and I actually spent a good amount of time with him. He flew in for a one-on-one interview, and he actually spent a day with me and my sister. Like, honestly, I felt like I actually opened up to him in a way because I let him meet my family. That any YouTuber knows we always want to protect our family from the public. And
okay, are you protecting your family from the public by posting them on YouTube? I didn't go grab video. You posted it. So if that was your concern, this sure as hell seems to be anathema to that. Look it up. This damn sure seems to be contrary.
I introduced him to my sister.
You knowingly invited a white supremacist and a self-proclaimed racist.
I have no problem inviting people that disagree. I have no problem having crazy conversations. I will not apologize for having a controversy.
You didn't have a crazy conversation. You were sitting there co-signing what he was saying. You were agreeing with it. You said that you agreed that the Holocaust, Nick Fuentes said the Holocaust was embellished, exaggerated, and you took that to say, oh, well, that's the same as slavery. Something that Nick Fuentes didn't even mention. You took it there.
Acknowledge these super chats. And Jason does make a great point, because I think when I listened to it initially, I was like, okay, especially like, she tried to downplay slavery. I'm like, that's ridiculous. But it didn't really hit me in the feels or anything like that. But then Jason did a broadcast, correct me, Raw Chicken Theo, my bad, bro. Project Libra, correct me in the chat, but I believe Jason did his live stream right after that. And pretty much the live stream turned into a history lesson on the atrocities that happened with black people during slavery. And watching that shit, all the jokes went out the window after that, man. Of course it was saddening and disheartening to relive what happened to our ancestors, but it made me think about it in a much different aspect than I did prior to it. Let me grab these super chats here. My bad. It's raw chicken. I did say that. Top of the morning to the homie Cuz Drew. Salute to you, bro.
In general, I salute you.
The homie Cuz Drew representing, I'm pretty sure, Phoenix, man. Alleged day one subscriber, Cuz Drew. I appreciate the super chat, but I don't know, bro. Great to have you, man. Hope everything is going well with you on this Wednesday morning out in hot ass Arizona, bro. Can't do it, but happy to have you, man. Make sure I think I missed one more. The homie Darius representing Atlanta, Georgia. MTR put that one ball test to the work.
Bang! It's good.
Yo, stop the one nut jokes, man. Stop the one nut jokes, man. That's funny, man. We joke from like a joking aspect, but that's exactly what happened with Pearl, and everybody was like, salute to y'all, man. Y'all, Darius wrong for that one, bro. I'm looking at people laughing at Darius' joke. Let me make sure I didn't miss any more. You guys are nuts, man. You guys are nuts. Make sure I didn't miss any more. Okay, let's get back to it. Make sure we're hitting the like button, everybody. And don't forget, tonight, Smoking Talk goes live at noon Eastern time. That's not tonight. Tonight is Chelsea's birthday party. Or not birthday party. You having a party, Chelsea? She's having a live stream tonight for her birthday. Put all the details in the stat right in the chat. Let's get back to it, guys. Hit the like button.
You're the one who took it to that. Nick didn't even have to cue that one up.
Allegedly.
You all have heard those clips ad nauseum before, so you all know what she said. But boy, she's running from it now, isn't she? So she's upset and mad as hell at mediocre tutorials. She's mad as hell at him. She is mad as hell at him. And she goes on for a minute. She mentions a few times I opened up to him. The majority of this video, as you all can see, just scrubbing through it, the majority of it is aimed at him. The majority of it's double barrels at him. She goes over the Abba and Preach for a second. Then she gets back to mediocre tutorials again. She's mad at him. She is angry. She's like, I took him to meet my family, and she is scorned. She's like, I'll be damned. I let him meet the kinfolk. They thought I was about to get my life right. A week or two later, bam.
The homie Mr. Burchett says, I pump a pearl too. There you
go. Bang! It's good.
Let's get back to it, man.
She's furious about it.
Super chat, bro.
How furious? This furious.
Start to see it after some point. Also, MTR, I'm asking that you take down all videos of us together on your channel because you don't want to be associated with my platform. So I'm giving you the opportunity to pull all clips because I don't want to have to copyright strike you, but I'm appeasing to your wishes. And if you want to disrespectfully diss me on a video, then I will disrespectfully tell you that we will copyright strike you if you do not remove the videos.
What a Karen. Well, at least she admitted it. Now, I told everybody it was a racial context, but at least she's admitting what a Karen she is now. You need to take those down from your channel or I will copyright strike them. How'd that work out with your former co-host, by the way?
That was a good point.
When you tried that with your former co-host, by the way, how did that work out? How'd that go when you tried this with your former co-host? You tried copyright striking his whole channel too. How'd that work out for her, everyone? How'd that go?
Y'all having the tall women discussion in the chat. I love that discussion, man.
Did it go the way she thought it was going to go, or did it go in a whole different direction? Yeah, she thought she was going to pull rank, and yeah. So when I tell you she is furious, she is mad as hell. She is mad as hell. Now, I actually could play some other things here, and we're going to get to what she said about me in a minute. We're going to get to that in a minute. But I want to stop for a moment and acknowledge something. Because there is, there's the internet banter and things that go back and forth. There's that. There's that. And then there's what she did. There's the usual internet beefing and bantering that goes back and forth, just the normal stuff you see. And then there's what she did. And I want to make sure that we slow walk this so it gets put in its proper context. Its proper historical context. When you are dealing with the white supremacist female. There's the white supremacist male and then there's the white supremacist female. And they both do things seemingly differently, but with the same viewpoint and perspective on black people.
And I was looking forward to the message that Michonne had left earlier, but I can't see it. And basically, I caught that as well, Michonne. Basically, we were talking about, how she signed. King Richards is one of the ones that's going to get brought up about how she signed him. But it was like, who the hell needed? And that's one thing I never understood. Like, I get it from the aspect of, I'm sure she has a studio, and I know Aunt Jenny has said it as well. All the, and I'm assuming this goes for all of those guys over there, that they don't have to, they just go in there and record. So I'm guessing that's part of it. I don't want to speak on their business, but just saying, like, what will be the reasoning behind signing with another person when you can do this independently as a YouTuber? That would be my assumption, is because I know Aunt Jenny told me all she has to do is walk in there and record, and then she's done. She don't have to edit videos, make thumbnails, do the shit that I spend hours on this shit. So, but yeah, I thought the same thing. Like, you need to sign me? Like, what the fuck? Back to it. What's going on, Cole?
What you all will realize and notice is that throughout history, the white supremacist female and the white supremacist male has always had an unhealthy fixation on black male, in particular black male sexuality and genitalia. The white supremacist female has always been fixated and focused like an obsessive cult member, like a zombie wandering through the woods, on black male sexuality, in particular, genitalia in specific. And this is a recurring thing that you see occur over and over and over across the centuries. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing spoke about this brilliantly. If you haven't read the ISIS papers, if you haven't read anything and everything that woman did or said, you need to do that. So this is a fact of history. And here you have this young 20-something white female. And please understand that this was just recently that this was posted. So this was engineered and deliberate.
I apologize. I just had to stop the stream for a second. Excuse me, not to clear my throat into the mic. But I just dropped a link to Growth Talk with Kofa. Y'all already know me. Y'all know the deal over here. Try to help people out who not monetized yet. I just checked it. Kofa is at like 885. I meant to text you too, Kofa. Let's get Kofa up to 1,000 subscribers. There's 130 of us in the chat right now. I know 130 of you ninjas is not subscribed to the homie Growth Talk with Kofa. So I just posted the link. Hit that link, subscribe to his channel, and let me know when you guys have done that in the chat. I'm watching for the chat. Let me know.
It was engineered and deliberate, and I want you to see the ideology going on here. I want you to see what happens because there's the usual stuff that goes on. It's like, okay, we get it. We understand. There's the usual stuff, and then there's what we see here. Now, what she did was she posted that dating show that Mediocre Tutorials had mentioned before that he didn't want to be associated with her. So apparently, now we're getting more information. Apparently, he had a starring role. Apparently, he was the front person and the face of what she wanted to do. And she took grievous offense at this.
Facts, Andre.
And then she takes it to a whole new level of low.
Where's the listen, y'all have everything that I don't need and not providing anything that I do need. What's up with Mutiny? Where's Pearl at?
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for showing. Yeah, guys, do me a favor. Subscribe to Growth Talk with Kofa. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Do me a favor. Let me know when you did that. Good looking grown folk talk.
What was that? Who y'all bringing up here for me? Top producer,
Daniel, what's
who y'all
good, bro?
bringing up here for me? What was that? What was that?
Hey, man.
Can I get a hug?
You wouldn't want to waste that footage, would you?
Yo. The Red Pill Bachelor coming soon.
You wouldn't want to waste that footage.
The Red Pill Bachelor coming soon.
I apologize for stopping. RTB Fish says, this is true. I've swam in the milk and spent time with snowbuddies. It's a fetish to some of them or something to knock that off their bucket list. Absolutely it is. Absolutely, man. That's why I ain't really... white women have never really been my thing. Like I dabbled a little bit when I was in my early 20s, but it was just for fun. It was nothing I would ever take seriously. And yeah, I don't even, this is not my thing, man. I'm trying to imagine me sitting here, me and my Becky posting up at the family reunion. Grown folk talk will never talk to me again. Back to it. Imagine bringing I'm sorry, I'm visualizing bringing a white woman to my sister's house.
And Bachelorette, actually.
Yeah, Bachelorette. And we have another Red Pill Bachelor
coming
episode as well coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? One in the chat if we should release it. Yeah. 2 in the chat if we should just
Someone says, is that the dude with one nut? Yes, that's the dude with one nut. Yeah.
Forgot about that. Stop. Why would you do that? Stop. Why would you guys do that?
See, I know it's to the point, and I was letting it on Jenny know in the chat earlier. It's to the point now where it doesn't matter what Pearls do, she's going to get heat for that shit. They're going to eviscerate her, and she brought it on herself. I'm just saying that I'm not putting that on her. She laughed about it. This that motherfucker blessing, bro. I don't like that dude, man. I do not like that dude. I don't like a dude. I typically don't really say that. Like, I don't like someone I've never met, but he rubbed me the wrong way with that shit because he went out of his way. And he was putting a cape on for her earlier against Abin preaching. It was just weird. I think that was the same dude. I'm pretty sure it was. I ain't like that shit, man. That was unnecessary.
Now, for those of you who may be unaware, although most of you are, Mediocre Tutorials came out publicly a couple of years ago, I think it was, and announced that, he had been diagnosed with cancer. That ain't no joke. Every single adult in here over the age of 30, you are related to somebody or you directly know somebody who's died of cancer.
That's a fact. My grandfather died from cancer.
Every single one of us in here who's over the age of 30, we've known someone who we knew or were related to who died of cancer. It wasn't because of anything they did in some cases. I'm talking about, it wasn't because of morality. It wasn't because they were a bad person. It wasn't because they didn't walk little old ladies. It wasn't because they didn't have the right religion. All of us know someone who's died of cancer. We way past little old childish internet stuff about, do you agree with this perspective or not? We're talking about life and death now. We're talking about joking about cancer and the buffoon that she got up there sitting there on the microphone talking. That was the guy who she was mocking, saying he's late because he's African. And notice he's just sitting there. I'm talking about a good little lap dog. That's what you have to be to work for her.
Appreciate you, Jay, along with Project Leroy. Yeah, if you guys make sure you guys can subscribe to Kofi. We're going to get into 1,000 subscribers. He's close to he's about at 900 right now. When somebody drop the numbers, let me know. Let me grab the super chat here for the homie Squeegee Kid. He said, Squeegee said that on my Sean chat last night. Weed is part of the clip is a jealousy train. Just Pearlie's jealous that MTR ain't interested in her, and Blessing is jealous. Sammy D doesn't want him. Bang! Bang! It's good! Man, I didn't even know who this Blessing dude was. I remember Nick Fuentes. They were joking about him being late doing that Nick Fuentes clip, and that shit pissed me off because that was just on some straight black people late shit. And Nick Fuentes, if you're a white supremacist already, fuck you. I don't want to rock with you at all. So to have to, not have to, but to see him on the screen to make a black person joke, I was turned off by that shit immediately. But then Aunt Jenny hit me. We talked in the background, and she gave me a little bit more details. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I guess the Blessing dude is known to be late. That's kind of what it was. But yeah, man, I heard him say that thing about Abba and Preach. And again, I'm not even the biggest fan of Abba and Preach. I disagree with them often, but I thought that was whack for him to try to put the cape on and go for that. But then when he said that one nut, I was like, oh yeah, you can get this dude the fuck about the paint, bro. Definitely, Squeegee Kid, appreciate you, man. I didn't think about it from that aspect though, because all he's done, and again, I'm just looking from afar. I don't know. I don't even follow the content, but I can see he kind of replaced Sarah. Like Sarah was her dude, and now I'm like, oh, this dude is the new Sarah, and he probably making minimum wage. He getting paid in tea and pints and shit. He gets a few quib. Is that how y'all say it, Daniel? Back to it, man. Okay, cool.
That's what you have to be to work for her. That's what you have to be to condone her.
Oh,
folks,
wow.
we way past any of this other stuff y'all think about. We way past that now. Y'all got kinfolk, skinfolk, friends, family. You got blood relatives, people you have buried who had cancer. You got folk you've buried. All you can do today is go stand over a grave marker. That's what cancer is.
Facts. We all know somebody who died from it, not just sick. We all know somebody
who died from it. And this little white supremacist female piece of filth is so often her petty little feelings that this is how far she's taken it. So what she does is understand something, how the white supremacist female operates. She sits up here and finds black folk to be her crash dummies. Oh, I didn't say that about you. Thomas Sowell did. Y'all got to understand something. Do you all realize that Thomas Sowell is not backed nor supported by any reputable higher education institutions?
I did not know that, Project Leroy. I learned that listening to his stream. Salute to Tanya. She says, good afternoon.
Top of the morning, governor. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Afternoon, Tanya. Great to have you. Salute to all my viewers in the UK. Salute to Great Britain. Let's see. We right back at it. Appreciate you, Tanya, for the super chat. I think I had one more. I had to have Blessed is Pearl, New Africa.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Basically, bro. So now I know I'm not alone. That was kind of the line that I was thinking. Make sure you guys subscribe to Growth Talk with Kofa. Kofa, we get you to 1,000 quibs. We get you to 1,000 subscribers, Kofa. You know, not drink on you. I'm saying weed on you. Just send me trees, bro. We need to have like a national, like Walmart, like a national weed store in all states. So I can just have y'all send me. I don't need cash, man. Send me gift cards so I can buy weed. And I only say that because you can't just send me weed. I prefer you just do it the old-fashioned way. But nobody needs a felony on their hands. Salute to the homie Darius. He says, Pearl is Calvin Candy. Blessings is Steven. And TR and Shane go. Yo. Oh, no. I gotta drop one for that, bro. I gotta drop the... The homie Darius on fire with the chats tonight.
Boom shakalaka!
Back to it, man. That is great. That is great, bro. That's great, man. Oh, man. Project Libra says he lost an aunt 3 weeks ago, man. Yeah, man. It's nothing to joke about, man.
If Thomas Sowell's books,
Darius,
he's an economist talking about on history. If Thomas Sowell was such a reputable source, why is it that there are no institutions backing him? They don't give him the Neil deGrasse Tyson treatment, the Michio Kaku treatment. They don't give him any of that treatment anywhere. You can't find any scholars at any schools who back up Thomas Sowell. He's been running around saying his white supremacist apologist garbage for decades. The only place he gets backing is on Fox News. Where are the members of his peer group to back up what he says?
I love to hear that.
Other than white supremacists, other than the alt-right, who quotes Thomas Sowell in academic circles? Who are the people in academia who quote Thomas Sowell? Because you can't find them.
And I want to point out two things. Salute to Real Bravado Network. Well, his birthday was yesterday. You know I got something for you, bro.
Happy birthday to him. I don't care. Good luck.
Salute to you. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, bro. Show Real Bravado Network some love in the chat. And also it's Chelsea's birthday today. So make sure you guys show her some love in the chat as well. But that was the point that I wanted to point that out. And then the other thing was to point out how that's something that I've always thought as well, man. It always seems, and I'm using Thomas Sowell because he's right here. I haven't watched enough of his content, even though I've kind of already made my conclusion, but I haven't watched enough of this content to say for sure. But so many of these, the Candace Owenses, who else am I missing? These right-wing black conservatives. And I said this to a good friend of mine, and this is one of the things that kind of, end up ending our relationship. My best friend for over 10 years, I was the best man at his wedding, shit like that. And I said this to him because he's a white dude. I said, they prop up these black people because they regurgitate the same shit that y'all racist ass say. But I think as a white person, they'll say, well, I'm not, well, you see this boy right here? You see this black conservative? You see, he's saying all the same things that we're saying, but it's not racist because it's coming from him. I can look at these people and identify that shit immediately. People send me videos and videos. Oh man, check this person, not check this. I'm like, yeah, man, this person just caping for white supremacy, man. I mean, but again, I haven't watched enough of consumed enough of Thomas Sowell content, him personally, to say it about him. But overall, man, and I know I'm not tripping on that, man. Let's get back to it.
The only place he gets mentioned is by racists like Just Pearly Things.
I'm sorry. Ann Higgins sent a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Ann. I don't remember seeing your name before in the chat, but I got something for you.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Thank you very much. Let's get back to it.
Who understand that he's a reliable Negro that they can hide their white supremacist talking points behind. He'll say whatever lie or distortion that they want to popularize. And I didn't say it. Thomas Sowell did. What about all the other dozens and dozens of scholars who've debunked him? Oh, I didn't read any of that. I just read him and that's all. No, you didn't. You didn't find Thomas Sowell and got this belief. You got this belief and then found Thomas Sowell to back it. And then that's the way you operate. You got to be a bootlicking ass kisser to be around her. And she's got plenty of them.
Melanin was good.
She got plenty of them. There's something I want to do here really quickly. I want to do this real quick here. What I want to do right now is I actually want to just let this play. Okay? I want to let this play because I want to make a point. So what I'm going to do right now is just sit back and let it play.
Yep. I forgot about that. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? One in the chat. 1 in the chat if we should release it.
Yeah.
2 in the chat if we should just.
Someone says, is that the dude with one nut? Yes, that's the dude with one nut. Yeah.
Forgot about that. Stop. Why would you do that? Stop. Why would you guys do that? 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat.
Oh, damn. Okay.
One. Okay.
You guys want it out, yeah? All right. Damn, child. Little ones out there. Couple twos, but,
Misleading.
Zoolander, we don't care for you.
Talk to him, Bella.
Okay.
Thanks for having you too, Ann.
Yeah. And should we talk about all the misleading footage? Do you think we should talk about all of the misleading? Should I give my side of the story?
I apologize for stopping. I just thought about something. When I see Harrison Family Value, because I can tell. Here's what I want to say. I don't know the brother or anything. I just, he's obviously a religious man, and I enjoy a bit of his content. But I wonder, like, when people like religious, because religious people do watch my content, and I be thinking, like, what do you guys be thinking, like? What is this nigga doing up here? It makes me laugh that I have religious people who watch his content, because I just didn't anticipate that. I didn't think you guys would like me talking about throwing babies in the trash can. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, that's coming
always makes me think.
Later, yeah. Bachelor first.
What's a one nut bachelor?
Why would you guys do that? Why would you guys do that?
Type one nut bachelor in the chat.
Now, this is what I originally did when I was quoting you about Nick Fuentes, Pearly. This is what I did then.
Right.
So you see, she'll tell all of you that I'm taking it out of context. I just sat here and played a full minute for you just to show you she didn't do that just once. They did it 2 or 3 times within a minute. So you just heard the whole uninterrupted thing. They didn't just say their heinous statement and then move on. They came back to come circle back and do it again. So you just heard the whole thing right there, that at any second they could have left this alone, came right back to it, and we're giggling and laughing all over again. No, you weren't taken out of context. Your YouTube career is in shambles today because people are replaying your words. The context is in full. The problem with your YouTube career is context. Everyone sees the context. You don't get to play somebody for 60 seconds and they're joking about someone having cancer for a whole minute, joking and laughing. She's sitting there, hee, ha, ha, that's so funny, hee. I'm just telling y'all what in the world that is. You tell me if I called it wrong.
No, and you're right, Aunt Jenny, and that's why I said it earlier when it came out. I said Blessing said it, but I also said, like, she's at the point now, it doesn't matter what happens to her. It doesn't matter what she do. They coming for her head. And rightfully so for some of it, but yeah, absolutely. But it doesn't matter. Like I said the same thing. I was like, Blessing said it, but she gonna catch the heat for it, though, Aunt Jenny. It's just at that point. And people, it's a couple people, I've said this before to you, Aunt Jenny, what was it, Esther? And what's the other one, Denelva? Because you told me her name, I always forget. When Esther and Denelva, I said the same thing to you. I said it to Messi Michonne. I said it to Thon Lexi. I said Esther and Denelva is making enemies because, like, we rock with Aunt Jenny over here. Like, they don't even know the enemies they making over here in the States. So I say the same thing about them, and I say the same thing about Blessing. Blessing, bro, stay over there in the UK, bro. Back to it.
If I called it wrong, y'all tell me how in the hell I did. If I called this wrong, because somebody else would tell you that I called it wrong. If I did, I'll be damned. Shouldn't you say something different? She said, he met my whole family. If she's not scorned, you tell me, where in the hell did this come from?
And I actually spent.
You tell me, where the hell did this come from? It came from here. It came from here. She didn't have a problem with his genitalia when she was sitting there cheesing on that beach.
Facts, Project Leroy.
Let me just go ahead and throw that out there. Hey, Pearl, this was you on the beach. So I'm trying to figure out where all this vitriol came from over here. Baby, when you was standing out there on the beach, his genitalia was fine for you then. You didn't have an issue with it then. That must be somebody else out there cheesing. You didn't have a problem with it then. It wasn't a laughing matter then. You weren't joking about it then. And oh yeah, by the way, when you were putting him up here on your program, you were making him the Red Pill Bachelor. It was good enough for you then. It wasn't a problem for you then. So when did you decide you were going to go full-blown Susan racist here? When did you make that decision? And I submit to you all what I've said the whole time. That was always the way it was.
Messi says, just Pearl refuses to call out JB or go to him directly. Why? Exactly. She barely even mentioned him. Barely mentioned him, which is crazy because he's kind of the one who kicked off this whole thing. Yeah. That's crazy because she barely even spoke about him, or even, I don't even think she said his name directly.
That was always the way it was. This was always the real thing. What she's doing now is the real thing. This was the fake. This was the phony right here. Oh, what she's doing now? This is the real thing. This is the real thing coming out. Now she's like, screw it. You and me ain't gonna be an item. You ain't gonna help me make no money. You're not gonna help me look good in front of my family. Let me make fun of you. I hope you die. I hope you die. Let me tell you something, people. Life is short. Life is hella short. And the older you get, the more you recognize that thing's not nearly as long. It goes by a hell of a lot faster than you thought it ever could or would. And there are people in this world who are deserving of our scorn to the point of death. Those are folks who've committed heinous crimes that have killed other people.
DP, we here.
But you don't sit up here and get somebody who's like, you know what? You said some white supremacist stuff. He was as civil as he could be. I no longer want to be associated with you. And she's like, oh, hell no. You can die. I'll go get my little screwball, cornball ass refugee producer.
He talking about Blessing.
Who sacrificed any dignity he could have had a whole long time ago. I'll go ahead and grab him and I'll let him do the dirty work, and then I'll just sit back and giggle because, of course, cancer is something that you giggle about. Right?
One in the chat if we should release it. Yeah. 2 in the chat if we should just...
Someone says, is that the dude with one nut? Yes, that's the dude with one nut.
Oh.
Yeah.
This Blessing dude need this ass whoop, man. I'm telling you, I don't even be on that shit, bro. He need to get punched in the face. I got a sneaking suspicion it hasn't been punched. It hasn't happened in a while.
I forgot about that.
Because that's so funny. That's so funny.
Stop. Why would you do that? Stop. Why would you guys do that?
Take a look at her continue laugh. Oh, that's just so funny. That's just hilarious. That's just so hilarious, isn't it? Aren't you all laughing? Didn't you all think that the producer's little lame little joke there? Didn't you all think that little lame ass joke was hilarious? Didn't you all feel the same way? Didn't you all think that was a knee slapper?
Okay, cool.
Now, if this is how she responds to mediocre tutorials, simply for politely as he could saying, you know what, I don't think I want to be associated with you, what you're doing, because I heard what you said. If this is how she responds to him, what the hell has she been saying about us, about all the rest of us? Let me tell you, it goes way beyond what you saw with Nick Fuentes. When she's off by herself, yeah, she going full Paula Deen.
Not Paula Deen. I forgot all about Paula Deen. Salute to the squad. It's a lovely squadettes. We had a conversation earlier, we realized all our squadettes are attractive. We have no Ugg mugs in here. That's funny. It wasn't an observation I made. It was somebody else. Salute to, we got a super chat I have to grab here. But before I do, Mona D says, Kofa needs 106 subs to hit 1,000. Check and make sure you're subbed to him. Facts. His channel is pinned to the top of the chat. We try to do that for each other over here. People that's close to monetization. Now, once you get to 1,000, once you get to your 1,000 subscribers needed and you're monetized, hey, you on your own. Swim, fish, swim. Theo ain't helping you no more. But I definitely want to help him out. Make sure you guys subscribe to Kofa. He's pinned to the top of the chat. And then once you do subscribe to him, let me know in the comments because I'm going to go back and confirm. I want to make sure. Salute to the homie Quick 504, representing a certain city in Louisiana. I used to love No Limit back in the day, man. Quick says, I believe NTR Smash. There you go, bro. There you go, man. I got something for you.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Likely so, man. That's why she seemed like she's so hurt, man. That's likely what happened. Hit it and quit it, man. Let's get back to it.
She going full Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Not Dog the Bounty Hunter.
When someone does not see you as human, they see you as something that they use. And then when they don't think they can use you, then their bestiality comes out. And this is bestial. This is barbaric. This is inhuman. You don't laugh at things like that. That's not something to mock or make fun of. Furthermore, it ain't even something to bring up. That's the other thing. It's not even something to bring up. How is that relevant? Tell me, what is the relevance that has? Oh, y'all got to understand. No. She understands now. She might as well just go for it. No, she's not worried about getting a Fox News gig. She's letting you know that she realizes, yeah, ain't going to be no Fox News gig. Ain't going to happen. Not going to get it. It's not going to occur.
TP, that made me laugh.
You all have ruined me. Because then it caught fire. Valuetainment couldn't save her. So she's just letting you be like, hey, if I'm going, damn you niggas. Are we just going all in? Fine. If I can't get a TV deal, if my name is mud in the streets, if I've been ruined before I get out the gate, you know what? Damn all of you. Yeah, damn you and your cancer. Yeah, because that's how she really feels.
Let's grab the super chat here. Y'all say hit it and quit it. Let me know in the chat what you guys subscribe to Kofa's channel. Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Salute to the homie Moza. Moza over there in the UK. Salute to everybody in the UK. I see you, Daniel.
Top of the morning, governor. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Bro, we're going to have a UK. I'll say we got to have the first Do Better Squad meetup. Then we're going to have one over in the UK. Let's see. Salute to Moza. He says, MTR Smash, JPT, Melody King wanted something too, but he held back on a kitty cat, allegedly.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I love the comment. I love when you guys throw in allegedly and fair use. Like we over here like, look, allegedly. We all catching ourselves. Allegedly, man. Salute to you, Moza. Salute to all my people over in the UK. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, governor. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Get back to it, man. Allegedly.
That's how she really feels. This is what it's really about. This is where she's been the whole time, which is the whole point I was making here. When you have folk like the lead attorney sitting up here talking about, oh, this is just entertainment. Hey, Sleaze attorney, is this entertaining for you too?
TLA, my God.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Okay.
You guys.
Stop. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Subscribe to Kofa, y'all.
Yeah.
Good looking Sparkwater.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? One in the chat if we should release it. Yeah. 2 in the chat if we should just
Someone says, is that the dude with one nut? Yes, that's the dude with one nut. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Stop. Why would you do that? Stop. Why would you guys do that?
Hey, old lead attorney, by the way. Yeah. All the rest of her ass kissers over there. Is this still funny? This white woman laughing about black male genitalia? This is funny? You can't see the damn plantation signature here? You can't see the plantation symbolism here? Of course you can. Of course you can. Go ahead and tell me that you're going to still defend this. Go ahead and tell me what's okay about this. Go ahead and tell me what's all right about it. I want to know what the hell was all right about that. What the hell was defensible of that? Folks, yeah, I was aware of it. I was well aware of it too. When Mediocre Tutorials was sitting up here mocking me. Hey, this is the WWE guy. Let's get ready to rumble. Did you all see how I responded to that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel I'm just talking to Jay like we're not running the street. The dude named Dayson Melly was trying to. Yeah, it's a clip of it. I didn't even have the eyes to watch it. I didn't even want to see it because I got a hinge of embarrassment from the comments, so I didn't even watch it. But it's out there. It's on MTR page.
Yeah, I mean, I can sit up here and drag some furniture out from up in the bottom of the ring and whatnot. I didn't do nothing like that. I didn't do anything like that. I didn't do anything like that, nor would I. There's some things that once you cross a line, you sacrificed your humanity. There are some things that are still beyond shame. There are some things that are. I had my issues and my differences with Kevin Samuels. But you all were here a year ago when Kevin died, and I took to task these no good backwater gutter ass hoes who were sitting up here mocking him being dead. For those of you who were here a year ago, I didn't make hay out of that. I didn't say that was some sort of cosmic reward for some sort of transgressions. I didn't do that because that would be bull crap. That'd be a lie.
Great. That's good, Aminon.
But worst of all, that would be beneath dignity and beneath humanity.
I got a super chat here. Mashawn, am I reading that right, Mashawn and Mona? You said TLA was on Vlad TV. Please say it ain't so. Vlad the goddamn FBI, man. Fuck out of here. Random fact about me, if you guys knew. Theo Coop, not a fan of law enforcement in any fashion. I'm not one of these niggas out here to act like we don't need the police. We obviously need the police. But I'm like if you a law enforcement type dude, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a legal job. Just stay away from me. People in law enforcement, man, they just FBI work and all that kind of shit. They have certain personalities and they don't mesh with mine. We'll just leave it at that. I hope that's not true, man. DJ Vlad is the feds. TLA is smart enough not to incriminate himself. He probably don't have anything to incriminate himself with. But I don't think that. No, Vlad, no, fuck out of here. Talk about a culture vulture. Pearl going to end up like Franklin Santos Nova. Bang!
Bang! It's good!
Salute you, Darius. Let's get back to it. We need the police. I'm just not a fan of them. Well, we do need them, though.
I sat here and took the folk to task who were sitting up here mocking this man for being dead. Some of you need to look in the mirror and ask yourselves if you're worthy of walking this earth. When you sit here and you act as if there's no line of decency that you don't cross.
It was that bad, huh?
Some of you are showing to the world why it is that you are single females that the male population ain't trying to get with. Because even white men don't want you, Pearl.
Jay,
there are no white men of any value. There are no white men of any status. There are no white men of any achievement or accomplishment who are trying to get you. To the program that all your favorite YouTubers love to hate watch.
See you later on, Jenny.
And all of your least favorite YouTubers just love to hate. This is the place that does that. We're going to go ahead and kick up the telephone lines for you all here. The telephone number is 646-787-1933. That's 646-787-1933. Let me go ahead and go over here to the Zoom.
Now we get into the good part. This is what we all, if you guys aren't familiar, if you guys haven't seen this, I know some of you guys had, I know Bashan was streaming this last night, but this is what we all came here for, trust me.
I think we got, let me go back up here.
I've never messed with Vlad, man. It was so obvious to me, man. I'm like, this dude is law enforcement. All these nutty niggas going on there telling all their business, man. A lot of them are dumb rappers who are young and just stupid. But to me, it was obvious for years. And then I would see people who I thought you don't need to be on his platform. Like you're big enough on your own not to have to go to his. It just reeks of the police, man. Like he be in there like, well, tell me what you did. Like, man, what the fuck is this? An interview? This 24? Oh my God, man. I never understood that shit, man. I wouldn't be in the same room with DJ Vlad. Fuck out of here, man.
I think we got Mike TV on deck.
I'm not even a criminal.
What's on your mind, brother? Okay, Mike, I don't hear you.
If you guys aren't familiar with this guy, he's Mike TV. I watched some of his content. He was going hard on Pearl. It's not really for me, but yeah. So he's the one. Mike played a significant role. Someone correct me. I can't remember all this stuff, the history, but Mike played a significant role in this as well because Just Pearly was in his chat multiple times on the stream. He was going at her. He was going at the Femme Sapien, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with her. Another content creator. I think her and Pearly were friends or something. And yeah, she was threatening to sue him. It was a whole mess. Mikey was on her neck. Like some of the content's not really for me. He was on Melanie King's neck, man. But yeah. So Mike TV called into Jason's program.
For some strange reason, I am not hearing Mike. Let me make sure there's nothing wrong on my end.
Mic check, mic check.
There you go. Now we hear you.
To you, bro.
Yeah, my bad. I'm not used to using Zoom. Yeah, just to piggyback off of what you were just saying, I find it very telling that the video that she did is titled Unapologetic, My Response to Weaponized Empathy, Woke Culture, Free Speech, and Selective Outrage. Yet, she's demonstrating selective outrage. I mean, I just saw a video the other day where the dudes in the white manosphere literally called her and the real Femme Sapien red pill hoes. She ain't got nothing to say about that. Like you said, her friend Emily dragged her for filth, exposed her ex-boyfriend, the whole nine. She don't really got nothing to say about that. So now she waited a month. She got emboldened by all these white nationalists, by all these new white supremacists that have subscribed to her and said, oh no, girl, why are you apologizing to the blacks? She really drank the Kool-Aid when it came to these coons like Obsidian and Anton Daniels caping for her to where now she feels big and she feels bad. And notice in that video, she also clearly looks like she's under the influence. So it takes you to be supported by a whole bunch of Sambo black man caping for you. It takes you getting a whole bunch of new viewership from white supremacists. It takes Molly, Percocet, whatever alcohol you was on that night for you to come out and now act big and bad and talking about you're going after people and yada, yada, yada. I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I just missed it, but I didn't really hear her say anything about you.
She mentioned me for about 5 good seconds, referencing a Kevin Samuels comment I made.
You were the whole catalyst.
I started the whole damn thing, and she's been paws off me. She's talking about the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. She wants to discuss everyone except me. And you know what? I'm perfectly cool with that. I think that's a great thing. I'm just pointing out to everyone else. By the way, did you all notice the guy who set the bomb off? She isn't saying anything about the white folk, and she's not saying anything about the black dude who set the bomb off.
And they're 100% right. Harrison Family Values says, but Mike's nose isn't clean either, but neither is anybody else's nose. And that's the thing, man, because like some of the stuff he was going at Melody King, and I was just like, dude, this shit is coming off weird to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was just coming. That's no shot to him. Just while I was watching the video, was like, this shit just seems weird to me, man. He said like this thing. He was going in at Melody King, and Melody King, Messy Michelle. I know you streamed it as well. I think you actually streamed that one. And she was just up there looking weird. And salute to Melanie King because when me and her chatted, I think she knows she's familiar with my channel. And, that surprised me. So I don't have no shots at her, but that shit was weird that she was on his podcast just sitting there not saying anything. But yeah, like I said, this guy he gives me kind of weird vibes too, man. But maybe I'm wrong. No shots fired to you, Mike.
Now, what does that tell you?
Selective outrage. The same thing she's accusing us of, right? If we're black and we're upset with her racist shit, if we're upset with the new direction that our content is going, then we're part of woke culture.
No, Almanaz, Mike TV does not want. No. They're allies. It ain't nothing like that. They're allies. Actually, it's the other way.
Guys, these are dog whistles for these alt-right ultra conservatives. They say we're social justice warriors. They say we're a woke mob. They say we're leftists and we're liberal just because we stand up and speak out against racism.
You know when your time's up, you start flailing around like that. You start flopping around and flailing around like that. The other thing is when she's acknowledging it, she knows the jig is up. She knows it's up at this point. She will never be able to go where she thought she was going to go. They thought they had the next Candace Owens. They thought they had the next Tommy Lauren. And it was the rocket blew up on the launch pad. And this was the best she could do. She can't even put a decent spin on it. She can't even put a spin on it. But the good news is now she's exposing just how much disdain and contempt she has for black people. And this is good. I'm like, hey, let the hate flow. Let the hate flow. just let it all out. Don't hold it in anymore. Don't hold it anymore, Karen. We know it's hurting you. We know it's hurting you bad to have to sit up here and stifle that. Just go ahead and just let it all out. Let the real thing run wild and let it be what it's going to be. You and Nick Fuentes need to hook up. Stop fantasizing about mediocre tutorials. You just need to go ahead and hook up with Nick Fuentes and let it be what it's going to be.
Jason is hilarious. We got a super chat here. See, TP says, Theo, you fly me. Dog, have you seen my subscribers to Melanie King? If anything, she gonna fly me out, bro.
Bang! It's good!
She gonna fly my dusty ass out, TP. That's funny, bro. She got fucking 500,000 subscribers, man. I ain't paying for shit. That's too funny. Salute to Almanaz. Almanaz says, she's that far gone. She ain't going after JB. Exactly. Man, she not trying. No, not at all, man. It's obvious. If you make this response videos and you don't even mention the main instigator, the initial catalyst to this whole exposure being forthcoming, absolutely. Yeah. She don't want no smoke she don't want no smoke with JB at all. You're 100% right on that, Almanaz. Make sure you guys, somebody drop Almanaz's channel as well. Almanaz, did you start going live yet? I know I seen you in one chat mention that you were going to go live. This my brother was this King. This my brother was dissing King. No, oh yeah, Daniel. Oh yeah, King. Oh man, they brand, bro. Not even just him, Daniel. I know that's your homie, bro. But Mike TV and Jason Black, man, they ripped into King Richards, bro. They ripped him a new one, man. I liked King Richards, but it did. I don't like saying like, oh, this person said this person said this, because I think that's irresponsible if you haven't consumed all of the content. Like, I know King Richards has made videos talking about NTR and all this kind of stuff. The little snipers that I seen, it seemed like he was copping pleas like a motherfucker, but I don't think it's fair for me to say that, Daniel, because I didn't watch all his content. I don't like saying and making full statements like, hey, I think this about this person if I haven't sat back and consumed all the content myself. I think that's a little bit unfair. People just like to run with things, take little tidbits and just run with them. And as a content creator, I know you have to consume an entire interview, all the content to know, but I'm not putting forth that much effort. Salute to the homie Joker. Joker says top of the morning.
Top of the morning, governor. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Salute to the homie Joker and Nutty Nate. I always forget about your last name, bro. I just call you Joker. He's going to be hitting us with some music here next month or so. We're going to be dropping a new single. We're going to play it for the squad. So what we on today, SP? What's going on, man? We watching Just Pearly get roasted, man. Happy to have you, bro. Appreciate you, Joker, for the super chat. Let's get back to it.
I'll let you have the last word.
You know, the only last word that I have on the subject is really she's just showing her ass. So if she's going to apologize first, say she's taking accountability in her apology video, where she also conveniently never said the words, I apologize, but she spoke about taking accountability and my content is my content and I have to own up to it. And then a month later, she's now saying she's unapologetic and she's going after people. What changed? I think what changed is she realizes that there is a reward mechanism in place for white supremacy. There is a cabal out there that she's a part of. Again, her manager is the same manager that Candace Owens has. There's a reason why we see Daily Wire commercials before all of her videos on YouTube, right? And her subscriber count went down for maybe a couple weeks. She felt the backlash. She said, hold up, let me give this bullshit apology. But as soon as she realized that all these white supremacists, all these white nationalists was going to come and protect her, and black coons alike, now a few weeks later, she's changing her tune.
Coons always make me laugh.
But I digress.
She had
can't stand on anything early. She says.
She had to pivot early. It wasn't supposed to go like this. She was supposed to be able to ease her way into it. It wasn't supposed to blow up. She was supposed to be able to ease into it. So their tools got broken before they even had a chance to get used. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. We appreciate that. Let me go ahead and see if I can get the next person up here. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone who has contributed to support tonight's program on PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo. My man Project Leroy, extra B1 goals to keep the flames on high. Coles, get the blank plane.
Salute to Project Leroy.
It's good.
I've been seeing Project Leroy going ham over there in the chat, man. Salute to him, bro.
He's on high cooking squirrely things and her tethers. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Oh, dog. I see you out there. Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate that, and everybody else here. Let me go ahead and grab, let me get...
Now, this is the meat. I said it earlier in the show. I said, or right before the Mike TV's call, I was saying this is the point. No, this is the point we all here for here at the end. Salute to the homie Son Moses. Son Moses says,
Bang! Bang! It's good.
He didn't say that. Son Moses says, don't be surprised, folk. Know your don't be surprised, folk. Know you, brother. Almost 40K subs is elite YouTuber status. Congrats, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Salute to you, Son Moses. And real quick, man, I said this during, I had epiphany the other day, said this, my apologies, during the stream we had for KS Memorial. Because during that time, KS showed his 100,000, his silver plaque, which is you get for having 100,000 subscribers. Then he showed his gold plaque, which you get for showing 1 million. And we were talking like me and the Raging Half Asian. It hit me because I'm closing in on 40,000. I said, dog, I'm going to have a plaque, bro. I'm going to get a plaque. I don't know about 1 million, maybe one day. But dog, I'm going to get a plaque for 100,000 subscribers. It just blew my mind, man, because I didn't think, I don't know why I got 100. I don't know why people rock with my podcast, man. I really don't, because I don't know what I'm doing up here. I think I'm doing something right, obviously. But yeah, man, that's dope, man. That's just I had that epiphany during the show, like, shit, I'm going to get one of those. I'm going to put this shit right back here. I might have to move the British flag, but I'm going to keep that son bitch. I'm going to have that before I have a picture of my son. I'm going to show a picture of my plaque, man. Let's get back to it, man. Appreciate you, Son Moses, representing the great state of Virginia. I got one more I have to grab here. Yeah, salute to Project Leroy. Project Leroy is in the chat. Salute to, Gene, what's going on? Gene, representing 305 Miami. Man, they hit me with a copyright for playing that the other day. Grand Rising, homie. Between MTR and Melanie, good people, bro. Salute to you, man.
General, I salute you.
Salute to you, Gene. Appreciate the super chat, man. 305, I'm guessing that's Miami. I only played a minute because they cut me the last time, bro. Let's get back to it, man. Appreciate you guys.
Jason here on Zoom.
Project Leroy,
go ahead
getting
and
the
turn
shout
your
out.
mic and your camera on for us here, Jason. We'll get you up on Zoom. Yeah, she knows exactly who Jason Black is. Pablo. She knows exactly who Jason was. She mentioned it before. It's been said to her. The craziest thing is if you think it's not saying my name is going to save you, it won't. Jason Smooth, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to turn your camera on. If the camera doesn't come on, we're going to give you a permanent vacation. So you have your microphone on. You need to have your camera on also. We'll give you 5 seconds to do that. If you can't figure out how to get the camera on, we'll permanent vacation. We got to let you go. So
Jason make me want to open up the call lines over here. I don't have the patience.
Well, let's go ahead and make sure we have that taken care of for you here. All right, Jason, you got 2 seconds. If you can't figure it out, then say la vie. Okay, Jason does not want to turn his camera on. That's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and see here. I got my man Afro Elite on deck. Let me see if I can get him up on the Zoom. Afro Elite, what's on your mind, brother?
Brother, first off, broadcast brilliant. Everything you're doing, brilliant. The first thing I want to say is,
I didn't mean to keep
she can't acknowledge you. She can't acknowledge you because she's trying to throw everything on Nick Fuentes. She's trying to completely throw him under the bus. And if she acknowledges you, she has to acknowledge exactly what you said. And you addressed what she had to say. So in order for her to throw him under the bus, she can't acknowledge what she said. So she's trying to talk. That's why she brought you up, because everybody's been mentioning the fact that she's not mentioned you. So she has to bring you up, but she can't acknowledge that you're the one who broke this situation. You're the one who made this situation this big deal. You're the one who dropped this bomb. Because if she acknowledges the video that you did that made this situation this huge deal, she would have to acknowledge the fact that it was her words that put her in this position. And for the past month or so, I think it's been, or maybe 2, she's been trying to spin it as if people are mad at her for Nick Fuentes. That's her whole thing. Just stick to that story And she can't acknowledge the fact that you brought this up, because she can't hold that story of this is Nick's fault instead of her fault.
Yeah, that's what she's been doing the whole time. Every time people bring up what she said, she keeps saying, people are upset I brought on Nick Fuentes. No, people are talking about you were agreeing with him and then you took it in a whole different direction. You didn't just stick on what he said about the Holocaust. You were the one who turned it and said, oh, that's just like that slavery thing. Nick Fuentes wasn't talking about slavery. You introduced that. So every time she goes somewhere, trigonometry, anywhere else, when she talks to folks, they were upset because I talked to Nick Fuentes. I should be able to talk to people. It's not Nick Fuentes' words that were the issue. They were hers. Now, once again, all of you are not stupid. You're all smart. Everyone listening to me right now, you're smart too. You get it. You all understand that she knows the issue were her words. So what this tells you is that her little would-be spin doctor she talked to said, now look, when you go out, you tell them that they were upset that you talked to Nick Fuentes and that you believe in free speech. But don't acknowledge that the issue was your words. Because everybody's talking about, hey, no, this is about what you said. But you're man, I talked to Nick Fuentes and, I don't agree with everything. And then she turns right around and agrees with everything he said. So yeah, her spin doctors, this is the best they could give her. This was all they could give her. Well, just tell them is a free speech issue. It's not a free speech issue. It's a white supremacy issue. And the problem with bringing me up is my credentials where it comes to talk about in this racial space are uncompromised. So if I say that's the issue that we see, that's the issue you got to deal with. We're not talking about relationships. We're not talking about dating. We're not talking about male-female relations. Now we're talking about white supremacy.
SP, I want to go in on you. Ain't gonna be no goddamn strippers there, man. Bro, stop, bro.
And on that score right there, if I say this is what we see, I brought the invoices. So she's done everything except talk about that. Look, we all knew what we were seeing. We all knew that she was being groomed for some right-wing media outlet. We all saw that. Her goal now has been trying to convince people that that's not really what it was. That this is just some big misunderstanding. But you know that she's also saying, but I also want to keep talking to these same folk. So in other words, she realizes now, okay, she's a dead brand for cable TV. Let me see if I can just appeal to the racist right on the internet. Here's the problem. They don't trust her. And the reason they don't trust her is because they know she's been snuggling up with black dudes. So ultimately, she can't lead over here and she's not fit to lead over there.
No, yeah, she's having a full-blown panic attack. Her future, how she saw it
I want to get to the next caller. That's the one I want to
5 years, 10 years is completely destroyed. She'll never be where she wanted to be, where she could, I don't want to say could have been, but where she could have been, she'll never be able to reach that. There's no cleaning this up.
Well, she's going to try because she has to.
Let me grab the super chat here. See, you said bring you wild. I'm laughing though. It made me laugh because I'm like, it's Chelsea of all people. If it was anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, like Chelsea, bro. Really? We strippers at Chelsea party. That's what made me laugh. Salute to the homie RTB. General, I salute you. Salute to you, our show sponsor. I'm gonna add you right now. I meant to add someone earlier, but you beat him out with the 30 bomb. Salute to the homie RTB Fit, watching us all the way in Okinawa, Japan. Arigato gozaimasu. You know what I miss? RTB Fit, Coco's Curry, bro. I was trying to think of that the other day, bro. Coco's Curry. They got them in multiple, not just in Japan. I had it once in Thailand, but I think the only place they have it in the States, I think was like California and Hawaii. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know why. That just popped in my head. I saw your name. Coco's Curry, bro. I remember that shit. Let me know if it's still popping out there in Oki. I know it is. He says, I can only speak for myself. I started following you when you first started. You're down to earth. People can relate to you. Plus, it's good to see your brother succeed. It inspired me to start my channel. Best soundboard. Yo, bang!
Bang! It's good!
Salute to you, RTB Fit, man. I didn't know where he was going. Oh, shit. RTB about to roast me, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, bro. That's one thing. You know, you like, hey, man, why do you guys like my channel? But I think that could be, I don't know what. I don't know exactly how to ask that time, but I've always been curious, like, why do people rock on my channel? Because I know I've had above average success and I never really knew why. I just figured it was luck more than anything. But then I'm starting to convince myself, like, my channel is still growing. I got 4,000 subscribers in the last month, man. So I'm doing something right. I just don't really know what it is. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate anybody who takes time, not only sends money, but like takes time to watch my content and let me know. And even though I still get like dirty comments, that's anybody. If you do YouTube, you gotta have thick skin because people are gonna critique you. But I've said this about my YouTube journey is that it's been 95% love, man. It's been 95% love. Something I did not anticipate. I got you, RTB Fit. I see you say something about the taco rice, man. Appreciate you very much, man. I do have the best soundboard on YouTube. You're
goddamn right.
It didn't work.
You're goddamn right.
Fuck it. Oh, I think it worked. All right, let's go. Let me go back to it, man. Appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna add you to the show sponsor as well.
She's gonna try to spin it, but at this point right now, I think she's just gonna try to focus more on being Lord of the Pygmies. I think that's where it goes from here. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. We appreciate that. Let me go ahead and get a couple of folk here. I got some folks still here on Zoom.
This the call.
By the way, where's O'Shea at? O'Shea was in the chat room. Tell O'Shea come through.
Yeah, O'Shea should have called. O'Shea should have called in because he was in the chat, but he didn't call in for whatever reason. Maybe he was preoccupied. Yeah, at RTB Fit.
Y'all get it, your boy O'Shea. Tell him come through.
RTB Fit.
Let me get caller from area code 660. You're on live with the business. What's your name? Where you calling from? Okay, caller from area code 660. We'll try you one more time. You're on live.
I'm laughing. The dude said the other day he thought I did radio before.
Okay,
this.
660 maybe having issues. Let me try another one.
Radio, bro. Shit.
Caller, you're on live with the business. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Jason, calling from Arizona.
All right, Jason from Arizona. Where at in Arizona?
In the Glendale, Arizona.
All right, Jason from Glendale. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to call in and I wanted to bring everybody's attention to that shooter in Allen, Texas that shot up the mall.
Okay.
They started digging into his social media.
Brother. Okay, then what does that have to do with what we're talking about tonight?
Memories.
Get to it right now.
I'm going to get to it.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about tonight?
By direct name, he mentions Pearly and Nick Fuentes by name in a post.
The shooter in Allen,
talking about
that Hispanic shooter in Allen, Texas, who shot up that mall.
Yes.
You're saying that he mentioned Pearly Things and Nick Fuentes by name.
Show sponsor. RTB
by name in a post. It's in the Daily Beast. And it's in reference to Hispanics being Nazis. And he mentioned Pearly and Nick Fuentes by name.
Well, while it would be very tempting to throw Pearly into the wood chipper, don't get me wrong, it would be very tempting to do that. I would want to have some context on that. So I really want to know the context in which he was saying that.
The context in which he was saying that is he was speaking to the fact that he's a Hispanic and he's a Nazi. He's a right-wing extremist, and he was making a reference to Nick Fuentes and what Nick Fuentes was saying when he came on Pearly Things platform. And he mentions Nick Fuentes and Pearl by name. So what I'm saying is these white supremacists, she's whether she realizes it or not, she's connected up into them. They get the dog whistles. They understand what's going on with her. They understand why she platforms people like Nick Fuentes. In the article that it's in, you can Google it. It's from the Daily Beast. Just Google Nick Fuentes, Pearl, and Garcia, the Mauricio Garcia. It'll pull up the article.
Okay. Well, this would be nice.
I just wanted to put that out there because it kind of blew my mind when I read that.
Okay. Actually, I did take a look into that just now while you were talking. I did take a look into that. I'd like to see if I could bring the damn thing up. I would like to be able to do that. But they're throwing some stiff interference on us over here. But I'd like to see if I could bring that up. If I can, I want to show everyone about saying that. So let me go ahead and get this up on the screen here so everyone can see what he's referring to. Okay, this is the article that the caller is talking about. And by the way, thank you for actually being swift enough to know what you were talking about and getting right to it. To my mods, don't text me things. I can't bring up things by text on my computer. Let's not do that. Okay, this article
that's
here
okay.
from
That
the
might
Daily.
have slipped through.
Okay, slow down. This article here from the Daily Beast. This is dated today, or at least it's updated today. Disturbing posts show neo-Nazi shooter plan to target Texas mall.
Take my face.
A social media account that appears to belong to gunman Mauricio Garcia is filled with bigotry towards women, Jewish people, and racial minorities. When you scroll down here,
that's a fact, White Store.
Says here that I'm going down here to the part where they were talking about here. Many of the posts addressed his Hispanic heritage, which some commentators previously cited when expressing doubts about his neo-Nazi leanings. Because you see, you had a whole bunch of folk who were telling us that when we said that he was a white supremacist, they were folks online, he can't be white supremacist, he's Hispanic. And we said, no, he's white Latino. What does that matter? This is why it matters. So this incident has really ripped the whole cover off of this idea that you can't be Latino and white supremacist, because you're dealing with, as I always told you all, you're dealing with European cultures, and that's the bottom line. So if you take a look here, it says in one recent post, he mused about the Latino people being white and cited Nick Fuentes, a white supremacist with Hispanic heritage. Quote, now he's quoting his words. This is what the caller called up. Hell, Nick Fuentes said something like that while he was on the Pearl show. Now they put her name in lowercase letters, so the Daily Beast is apparently running interference for just pearly things. The Daily Beast is apparently running interference for just pearly things. So as you all can see in the article, they put her name, but they put it in lowercase letters, even though they know who she is. So just understand, what have you all learned here tonight, whether it's Pearl herself or the white media running interference, they all play dumb when it comes to racism. All of a sudden, they don't know nobody. They all play dumb. Who's Jason Black? Yeah, that Jason Black guy outed me. The Business. All of a sudden, they all start playing stupid. Hey, Pearl, don't look now, but your situation just went from bad to worse. Let me go ahead and keep going. He said, hell, Nick Fuentes said something like that when he was on the Pearl show. He wrote, quote, I think I even read in the news Hispanics could be the new white supremacist. Just the other day, this black dude told me the line is blurring. He can't tell the difference anymore. Someone would look white, but they're actually Hispanic. Nick Fuentes has been adamant that he's white.
And I'm sorry. That is something else that's always confused me about, not confused me, Project Leader. That's another thing, not for Project Leader, for everybody. It's like, these motherfuckers who don't be here to be, they're not like, what, like they're mixed, like they're half Mexican or they're half this. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, dude, that always blew my mind with this shit. Nick Fuentes, man, I asked this motherfucker for a taco as soon as I seen him. I said, but you're a white supremacist? What the fuck? Back to it, man.
He's been adamant about that. Now you have a mass shooter who is specifically mentioning pearly things. Now they're specifically mentioning that. Make matters even worse. Let's come down here a little bit more. Here it says Jewish people in his other posts include photos of weapons and ammunition and espouse bigotry toward women, Jewish people, and racial minorities anyway. Among them are photos of men and women giving Nazi salutes with the caption, "My kind of people. Pinochet did nothing wrong." Reads a line of text beneath the picture of brutal Chilean dictator Augusto Pinochet in a handwritten notebook entry dated July 11, 2022, and posted to the account. Garcia says somebody told him he looks, quote, like the type to walk into a crowd and start shooting. Well, clearly they weren't far off the mark.
It's crazy, yeah. This is a whole mess.
There were also posts about romance or lack thereof. Quote, I don't care about getting a girlfriend anymore, one said. I still want sex, just not a girlfriend, because I don't believe any more women are capable to genuinely love a man.
Let me grab the super chat here. Only a few minutes. Let me grab the super chat here. Make sure you guys subscribe to Growth Talk at Kova. My bad. I think I replaced the link. We talk about curry shops in Japan. My apologies. Someone dropped the link for Kova, and I'll go ahead and repin that. And let me grab this one here. That's why I like woke. That's why I like woke cool, man. And that's why I like reacting to Jason Black content. And that's another thing that I like about our stream. We don't have like everyone's just riding with everything, you know, because woke cool. I already know he's about to make a good point right here. Woke Quill says, so is KS responsible for Frank James? Are rappers responsible for criminals, man? And this is a continuing conversation. I rock with Jason Black. Jason Black gonna put his foot on her neck about this. But it's the same thing. We gonna blame Pearly for a mass shooting? You know, that's the same thing that can be said about rappers as well as KS when it comes to my man Frank James as well. So yeah, man, great observation. Let's get back to it. Make sure you guys sub to RM as well.
This thing is messing up bad over here. I want to make sure you all can see the text of it for yourselves. But you can see here where somebody told him that he looks like the type of guy to walk into a crowd and start shooting. And then he says, I don't care about getting a girlfriend anymore. What has Pearly Things been doing? Pearly Things does not appeal to masculine men who do well with women. Pearly Things is appealing to the incels. And what do you know? An incel, one of her incel listeners, because Nick Fuentes doesn't have the internet show, Pearly Things does. And one of Pearly Things' incel people. Now, y'all find out if the white media sits up here and blows this up, by the way. See if the white media does this. Because anybody remember Micah Johnson? They came looking for Tariq Nasheed. They come looking for black folk. Is the white media going to come looking for just Pearly Things to say, by the way?
What's good, Nick?
You claim that you're not a white supremacist and you don't engender white supremacy. You claim that a valuetainment. Hey, Patrick Bet David.
Project Leroy made a comment. Jason went hard on valuetainment, bro. He went hard on them. I wasn't expecting that.
So we gonna act like this ain't happened? See, everybody want to talk about the male-female thing with just Pearly Things. I was the first person and the only person who connected the male-female aspect of it to the racial aspect. And what you just saw happen in Allen, Texas, confirms the racial aspect.
We got anybody in the chat close to Allen? I'm not sure where Allen is at. Texas is huge.
Everything that we've been saying the whole time. And this is just the one we know about. This is just the one we can confirm. Hey, Newsweek, Business Insider. Didn't Business Insider do an article about just Pearly Things right before I did my video? Didn't Business Insider do an article about her? Yeah, they sure as hell did. Valuetainment Money was talking about that. Remember that? Remember that, everyone? Business Insider was just doing a story about just Pearly Things. Hey, Business Insider, don't you need to spin the block and come back around and do a follow-up video about her now? Do a follow-up article? Isn't it time for Vox or Vice, as long as they can stay in business? Isn't it time for one of those outlets to come spin the block again? Y'all wanted to talk about her before. Hey, can't we talk about her now?
And how the hell has Vice went bankrupt? Somebody let me know about that in the chat. We touched on that the other day, but we didn't get in depth with it.
Can we go ahead and talk about just Pearly Things now? Because for the folks who were saying we was reaching, for the folks who said that, by the way, this is in their own words. This is in their own words.
It ain't Houston and Dallas.
So when you see her sitting up here mocking black people, when you see her sitting up here mocking slavery, when you see her sitting up here mocking it and laughing about it, when you see her sitting with Nick Fuentes and everything is all great and everything's all gravy and everything's all funny.
And if you guys remember, we live streamed that, and that's what made me be aware of this live stream, because we talked about it in the last live stream, and I had the chat open, and it got flooded with a whole bunch of motherfuckers, and we ended up having to beat the hell out of some trolls that day. But yeah, I said that during the first stream. I was like, why is she talking? He a white supremacist. Why is he on your show? Like, why is he there? Period. I thought that was absurd, but she didn't. Jason's the one that got it shut down, man.
Daring to talk to Nick Fuentes about relationships, by the way. When you see this, I want this to be in its proper context. Because this is the proper context. Nah, Pearl, you got a hell of a whole lot more to worry about now because some of the things that we predicted and were saying you were engendering, well, now there it is. Hey, y'all, I wonder if the white media is going to pick up on this. You know what?
Dallas, okay.
We ain't going to worry about waiting for them. We'll be on this now. I had known he had done some social media posts, but I've been dealing with a bunch of things here, so I'm glad you gave us a call about this to go ahead and put that in this context because I was unaware. I knew he had put up social media posts, and they were just talking about. I actually posted about that on my Twitter earlier today. Jake Tapper was having conniptions because they had to acknowledge that this was a Latino who was saying he was white. Well, yeah, there are plenty of white Latinos, because Latino is not a race. And they've been trying to act forever as if, that everybody sees things the way black people do. And no, it's not true. It's not true at all. So now Just Pearly Things has gone to a whole new level. She might want to be quiet from here on in. Hey, mediocre tutorials, O'Shea, lead attorney. Anybody else out there? I think this is a very interesting little turn of events that the mass shooter in Allen, Texas is a listener to Just Pearly Things show. Well, he was a listener before he gunned down the mall. The mass shooter in Allen, Texas, and by the way, y'all know I know Allen well. Dallas Metroplex, I know Allen well. I was one who told y'all about it blowing up. I know Allen well. I'll let you have the last word, caller.
No, I just wanted to get that out there because, I mean, for me, she's got blood on her hands, and you called it out a long time ago, connecting her, her rhetoric to the racial angle, and there was a lot of brothers out there that were falling for her junk, but it's it's all coming full circle. It's not even talk now; it's just proof.
Well, I'm glad that you are actually ready to make this phone call.
About to get
Some folks are not. But I'm glad you're actually ready to make the phone call and get us straight to the point. When I hear things like that, y'all, don't worry. Just because you don't think I'm going ahead and following up on it, actually I am. And yeah, it's right there exactly the way you said it was. So, yeah, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. And all the folk who were saying that Just Pearly Things was harmless. Anyone before now who wanted to say that Just Pearly Things was harmless, that this was just First Amendment, that Just Pearly Things, well, can't we have a conversation? You go ask those people in Allen, Texas, if this was just a conversation. You go ask them if, hey, lead attorney, you groveling, sniveling, butt-kissing ass, you go ask those people in Allen, Texas, if this was just entertaining. You go ask them if they're entertained by this. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. Yeah, y'all, we thought the call was going to go one way and actually went another. Thought the call was going to go one way and actually went another. So thank you to that caller for actually being ready to make his phone call. I wish we had other folks who were equally on point.
He'd be so mad with them callers. It'd be funny.
Bad spot to be in. Just Pearly Things has a lot of explaining to do right now about the material she puts out.
No,
she's got a lot of explaining to do. When a mass shooter says, I listened to her program and then I picked up the rifle.
See, Jason's, look, man, because I see you guys having a conversation in the chat, and that's why I love it, because we're not just all right. I rock with Jason. I love his content. I've said that on here multiple times. He's my second favorite content creator after Kevin Samuels. But even still, I think he embellishes a little bit and reaches a little bit at times. And I think Woke Quill makes a good point. And we can look at it from both angles. I think Woke Quill made a good point here where he said, let me bring his comment back up here. Let's see. If I pew-pew a school while listening to Theo, how the fuck would that be Theo responsible? And I like the fact that it's not just, oh yeah, man, I'm riding with Jason. Again, I think he makes some very valid points here. But I also think that's kind of a stretch because that same analogy could be used, like Woke Quill said earlier. The same thing could be said about rap music. So I like it. At least it's thought-provoking to me. At least it's thought-provoking. Let's get back to it.
He listened to Pearly Things and said he ain't got to hear nothing else. Let me go pick up the gun. And then she comes back talking about woke. She comes back talking this racist code language about woke. You want to know who her audience is? This is her audience.
Oh yeah. Side note, woke. I've said that shit for years. Now that shit is just it's a what's the term I'm looking for? I can't think of it. You guys let me know in the chat, man. But yeah, it's bullshit. This is a bullshit word that they insert. Black people can't say black people, so we say woke. That's why you'll never see me have a woke in the title. You never even hear me say the word because I know what this dog whistle. I know what that bullshit means. I know what that, but it trips me out because so many black content creators, they'll always use that woke shit like dog. But I know why they do it because it gets a certain part of society, the dominant society. They'll make them more comfortable and more likely to subscribe to your channel. I ain't with that shit.
This is her audience. Mass shooter. This is Pearly Things audience. You don't think that this is a bloodthirsty lot over there? You don't think this is a bunch of vicious, bloodthirsty individuals? YouTube is sitting up here suppressing my channel, but they boosting Pearly Things, and then the body count starts. The blood is on YouTube's hands also. The blood is on YouTube's hands. YouTube boosted Pearly Things. YouTube anointed her and boosted her. They're slaughtering people in the streets. The blood is on YouTube's hands also for boosting Pearly Things. They boosted this. They signal boosted it. They promoted it. They gave her the Joe Rogan, Logan Paul treatment. She damn sure didn't earn it through the numbers. The numbers clearly show she didn't earn it. YouTube just gave it to her, and then the slaughter began.
August Rush salute. And I'm not laughing. This is a serious matter. I'm laughing because I'm laughing when Woke Quill knows what I know. Jason selling that shit. That's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at the discussion. I'm like, bro, he good at this shit. That's what I'm laughing at more than anything, man.
Literal. They're over there laughing about black folk having cancer. They're over there laughing about black people in slavery.
Facts,
and now the murders pile up.
There we go, man. There we go. So you guys let me know. I thought it was good, man. I think Jason obviously makes some great points. Do I think at times that he's embellishing or purpose? And people hate when I say this. When I say this about Jason, I'm not saying this about Jason Black. I'm saying about people in period. Content creation. It's content creation. And people get riled up when I say this. I'm like, Jason Black, it's also part of content. They're like, Jason Black is real. He is 100% real. It's not content creating. I'm not saying that he's not real. I'm just saying there's also a piece of it that's you're looking to push your content. And some people have a hard time accepting that fact. Like, no, man, I definitely think it is well. And I think Woke Quill makes great observations. And Kofa said it as well. Look at it's Pearl fault. That means I should have 1,000 subs because Theo told you to sub. Yo,
bang, bang, it's good.
That's what I'm saying. And Woke Quill made a great analogy. If he goes and shoots up a place and he's listening to me, can the feds come lock me up? Like, I don't even know this motherfucker, But that's why I think the lines of entertainment come in. Again, Jason Black, I agree that dude, man. But then again, I know that I'm a little bit different. I don't have that mentality where it's just black and white. Like, there's no gray in between. So appreciate having all y'all. Good to know. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I had to change my stance on Minaj when she made the statement about slavery, because I obviously knew it was wrong, and I even said it during the live stream. Like, no, fuck all that. You can say what you want to say, but you're not going to downplay slavery. That's nonsense. but I just took it in jest. I knew it was some bullshit and kept it moving. But when I actually watched Jason's program that night or a couple following nights, when he gave a history lesson on slavery, like a reminder, a visual reminder of the atrocities that our peoples face, I had to say like, yeah, man, no, this is a little bit more serious than I initially took it. So I had to correct myself. I was wrong in that. So appreciate having all you guys here. At the end of the day, Pearl's name is involved in the mass shit. Oh yeah, facts, Tony. At the end of the day, but let's see, will the dominant media that's obviously white, will they look at it that way, or more importantly, will they verbalize it that way in articles and newscasts and things like that? Good show, Theo J. Nelson. Appreciate you, bro. I'm not a sub to Jason Black, but if someone, we say I'm not a sub to Jason Black, but if someone bomb a train, listen to him, I would defend him. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. And that's why I'm like, it's a stretch. I know it's a stretch, but I understand why he's doing it, because he has to make some content, and it's a good point to make. Don't get it mistaken. It's a great point to make, but then again, Jason's delivery has dialogue with the favorite 16th century Shakespearean thespian facts, RM, and he's hilarious on top of it. On top of all that, he's hilarious. That's the best part. You have someone who's obviously an intelligent man who's funny on top of it. And not only that, he's a man similar to Mr. Samuels, in which they have knowledge about multiple things. Like not just one or two things. They're like global travelers. I think that's probably the best way to put it. None of us are saying that Pearlie is the reason why the McAllen, Texas shooting happened. However, people sue for wrongful deaths all the time. Now, that is a good point, man. It is a good point, man. And that's why I like to see that you got. I love that we don't. Can we get a Patrice O'Neal show tomorrow? Yeah, I don't have nothing for tomorrow. We can. I said that about Patrice. I don't mind doing it. I'm just worried about copyright. If he has, because I don't care about a video being demonetized. That's part of the game. The issue is live streaming. If you live stream copyrighted material, they'll yank the stream, and that just becomes a headache. People fall out. People leave the stream. It just becomes a mess. It just happened Saturday, so that's why I'm a little bit leery on it. But if we can get it, if I can find, I'll search the net. If we can find something that's not copyrighted, I have no problem whatsoever doing that. Let's get the 50K. Do better. Subscribe today. Facts.
Bang! It's good.
We'll be back at it, try to get Kof up to 1,000. Then the next person in line. I don't know, Mona D. I don't know if Mona's still in the chatter house. Mona's looking at as far as subscribers, and we just keep it going, man. Pearl better call up her dad, and so it's a quiet.
Bang! It's good.
Get Kof monetized facts, Project Leroy. That's a good one, man. Fucking Candace Owens, man. I'm telling you, Project Leroy. It goes to something else, man. We talked about this. That's something I told you guys this story. I had a best friend I met in the Air Force. We were friends for years. The best man at his wedding. He a white dude down there in Cincinnati, man. Literally my best friend. But when it was 2016, I just started seeing he just started saying a lot of anti-black racist shit. And I just like, man, but one person, my whole ultimate point in bringing this up is that put up a photo and play the audio. Okay, cool. See, I didn't know if that'll be a good viewing experience. Quiet Storm, you definitely can do that. I just didn't know as a streamer if that would be a good experience. So it don't matter, man. We can just listen to it that way. That's a good option as well. But yeah, man, about the Candace Owens thing, he would always send me this shit, like all this Candace Owens shit, and I'd be like, yeah, she makes a couple good points, but she's obviously a puppet for a white supremacy. And he would just look at me like, and then I remember telling him like, and it really annoyed me because he's an intelligent man. And he was being intellectually dishonest. That's one of my biggest things I've always said. I hate stupid people. That's the one group of people. Theo Coop hates dumb people. I hate dumb people. We'll talk about that one day. I might make a whole hour rant video about it. But one thing I hate worse than stupid people are people who are intellectually dishonest. And when I was bringing that to him about Candace, I'm like, dude, you're talking about Candace Owens, but she's a puppet for white supremacy. He would get shocked at these notions. And I explained to him the same thing that I elaborated on this show earlier. I said, what these people do, the conservative right-wing racists, and you're not racist necessarily, I guess, just because you're right-wing, but they prop up these Candace Owens, the Thomas Sowells. What's the guy over in what's that punk ass sheriff name? Project Leroy that was over in Arizona for a long time. These people get propped up by the right-wing conservative racists because they can say, hey, we're not racist because he's saying, it's not us saying, he's saying those same things that we identify with, and we shouldn't be labeled racist because it's coming from a black person. That's exactly what I felt about Candace Owens. I'm like, dude, stop sending me this shit. Like, he just keeps sending me. I'm like, but yeah, man, that's kind of is what it is. Is there a live tomorrow? Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. I don't know what we're going to react to, But yeah, we'll make it do what it do. And I'll go ahead and leave. I'll go ahead and leave some hello from Alabama says, Zelda, I got something for you.
Roll Tide.
And yeah, we're going to do a show tomorrow. I don't know what it is. We can do, what did you guys suggest earlier? We can do Patrice O'Neal. It doesn't matter to me. Make sure you guys subscribe to RM's channel as well. I'm subscribed to her. And Sheriff Clark, yeah. Clark, okay, yeah, guys. They're like that motherfucker, his thick ass goatee. Like, man, if you don't sit your bitch ass down somewhere. But yeah, Andrew, and I've never watched Andrew Schultz. Is he actually good, man? Is he actually? I've never watched any of his content. Call in Ohio Calvary. Yeah, I've never watched any of his content. So did you play the Happy Birthday for Chelsea? Bro, how you gonna come in here 2 hours? Yeah, I played it 2 hours ago as the stream started. How you gonna ask me some shit like that, bro? I'll go ahead. Hey, JT, did you happen to do that? I did it 2 hours ago. That's funny. Once again, appreciate you though, SP, because you reminded me. Party tonight there's about to be a stream in 30 minutes over at Smoke and Talk, but party tonight at Chelsea's at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's Chelsea's birthday.
Happy birthday to him. I don't care. Good luck.
And make sure you guys bring your wallets as well. Not for strippers, SP. We should be I'm throwing Bible verses. That's what we do. Strippers and Bible verses. That's what I'm going to throw in the air, SP. Theo got the grab the rocks for Andrew. Yeah, man. Jason Black. Oh, see, but here's the thing. Y'all let me know before we get out of here. Let me know in the comments. Tom Lockers. Yeah. Jokes, I should go through with the sounds tonight. Look, y'all let me know about Jason Black versus Cynthia G. Here's the reason I saw that clip. Your friend sounds like a dude I went to high school with. And it hurt me, bro. Like, I'm not even one of those emotional type people. I've said this before, not to get too deep into it, but I'm a loner, man. So, like, I don't have, and most importantly, I don't want, like really need that, like, a lot of friends. So, this was my best friend, bro. This is my best friend, and we end up, we haven't really talked to like the past few years. Man, it hurt me for a while. I'm not even gonna lie. It hurt me for some years to get over that because I realized that was my man's. But I'm over it now, so I'm cool with it. It took me about 3 years though. I can't even front. But yeah, man, I hate that intellectual dishonesty. This is that's one thing that I think we shared, like as friends, like we shared in common was our intellect. So we love having these conversations. I'm from Detroit, and he a white dude from like bumfuck Kentucky, but he lived in Cincinnati. But it just seemed like when Trump came in, he just started saying a lot of anti-black rhetoric, which I think maybe it's possibly always been there and I just never really noticed it. But it was the intellectual dishonesty for me. He wants to send me all this right-wing shit when I'm not even a political person. So why would you even send me this stuff? And then I asked him, like, could you not send me this shit? But then the intellectually dishonest, only for strippers. I'm throwing holy water at Chelsea. Yo.
Bang! It's good!
Oh, yeah, let me know, man. Let me know. Here's what I was thinking. Yay or nay on Jason Black and Cynthia G. Let me know in the comments. And the reason I say yay or nay, because I watched the video, but Jason, it wasn't a discussion from what I saw. Andrew Schultz is the white Corey Holcomb. Yeah, okay, so he's actually funny. That's my thing, because I think, like we were talking about white people, I think a lot of white comedians get gas, and I'd be like, huh. But if he's funny, absolutely, I'll check it out. But yeah, I didn't like about that, I didn't watch the thing in its entirety, but the Jason Cynthia G thing, you got the I've been drinking song. That's funny. Oh, Andrew is funny. Okay, cool. But I didn't know. It just seemed like Jason was just roasting her, which is funny, but I don't know if an actual conversation was had, though. Project Leroy says, no to Cynthia G, we will lose views with Cynthia G voice alone. Facts, bro. Facts, man. I lost it. Obsidian called her the bald eagle one day in his live stream. And I didn't know if that was a name that she's already had. But I remember I was in here crying at the bald eagle, bro, just dying at my desk, laughing at him. I'll check it out. I just didn't know if that Cynthia G one was worth doing, man, because it seemed like it was more of a Jason was just roasting. I don't know if an actual conversation was actually had. DJ Envy went off on Ebony K. Says, yeah, I was surprised by that. I saw that. It's the homie, what's his name? Fawcett Media, Fawcett Media, part of the Mastermind gang. He made a video on it, and I said the same thing. DJ Envy earned a new level of respect for me because I didn't have any of them, because I'm pretty sure he's a cuck. And with no prenup, who wife dragged him through the mud because he don't want to get that divorce. Let's see, because you think This motherfucker been calling me the whole time. Like, man, fuck you, man. Salute to everybody, man. We gotta get out of here. But yeah, party tonight at 8 o'clock. And let me know. I'm gonna leave something in the community tab. I always leave it all the time. Nobody ever tell me anything, which I want to react to tomorrow. We can do the Sanji, Patrice O'Deal. Hey, I'm gonna look into it. But let me know, man. I'll be in the chat. Squad, we out.
Goddamn right.
It's good.
What it do, baby?
And that's the bottom line. The Stone Cold Set Show.
Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboating son of a bitch. You old sailor, you.
It's good.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Instead of how about fuck me. Hold up. Nah, fuck that bitch.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man. You understand?
Acknowledge me. It's good. Fatality. You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoe program, nigga. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Bang! Bang! It's good. Acknowledge me.
Top of the morning, Governor. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes off my face. Right now. Wow.
Okay. Turbulence, people.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Instead of how about fuck me. Hold up. Nah, fuck that bitch.
Oh my God. Stop it.
Streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get the money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Goddamn right.
Stop the cap.
Turbulence, people.
Robert. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Get over here!
Shakalaka!
Look, fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on, fuck them shoes, fuck those socks with the bell on it, fuck your gay-ass fairy faggot accent, fuck them cheap-ass cigars, fuck your yuck-mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Claudine, GTD. What does GTD stand for? Man, you are in a court of law. There are a lot of people in here. We can't hear you. Your Honor, you're going to have to make them speak up. What does GTD stand for? Got the draws, okay? Yeah, he got the draws.
Charlie Murphy!
Stop it. Get some help.
City boy, city boy.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Teach your man how to squabble. Get that trigger next time, nigga.
They said they never gave you niggas money.
I mean, Hollywood is crazy. Give me a break. First they had The Mexican with Brad Pitt, and now they've got The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Well, I've written the film. Maybe they'll produce my film. The Last Nigga on Earth, starring Tom Hanks. How about that?
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Bow to the masters.
Access denied.
This is haram.
Shakalaka!
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.
None of you seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you.
You're locked in here with me! A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
Hey man, me and guy just down here checking out some fly rides and macking some holes and chilling.
Imagine that. It's like a G-dog on a fly tip.
flossing with the posse, cutting in the crib. What the fuck does that mean? Man, I don't have to beat your ass, but I will beat your ass.
I'm like, fuck you and fuck her too. Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
Boom shakalaka!
7 second rule. We're gonna follow the 7 second rule. So just wait 7 seconds.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP.
Don't talk tough talk unless you walk the walk. We grimy, we dirty, we New York, New York.
P-H-I-L-L-Y, Northwest, Southwest, Southside.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Hey y'all, welcome to Detroit City. I said welcome to Detroit City.
I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books.
Is that an arm baby? Yo, no, I don't do arm babies. Throw that baby in the trash can. Respectfully.
Boom shakalaka!
City boy! City boy!
It's good!
Remember the 5th of November.
Let me suck them titties, babe. Let me suck them titties, babe. I know.
Haters wanna hate, lovers wanna love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Yes, I do. I'll piss on you. I'll pee on you.